white supremacist.
A white
as he's
supremacist.
been, yes, as he's been crowned.
So, Hero, James Sean Jr., shouts out to you. What about Flint? Y'all know they stopping the water out there.
Man, have y'all ever been to Flint, first of all?
I've
No.
never been to Flint.
I've actually been to Flint, and
I heard it's really ghetto.
it is. It's really sad out there. Like, it's man, it's like everything's a hood. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel bad for
Before
them.
the water crisis?
Oh,
or?
this is before the water
Oh, yeah.
crisis. You know what
I
I'm saying?
never been, but I have friends from out there. Actually, one of my best friends is from that area. So basically, in the 15 years of our relationship, I've never heard anything, positive coming from like the Detroit, Michigan, the Flint, Michigan area, anything like that. It's always been issues, like for decades, from what I hear.
Extreme poverty, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And it's amazing because you have people who fight for other countries, but you have that going on right here where you are. And we fight for a little while, but we quick to let things go.
We're easily distracted.
But
That's the problem.
due to the fact, don't the fight need to start in Flint first? If they settle for that, because
I
we
mean-
can always move.
They didn't.
You know what I'm saying? I know people
Well, see,
that
I
move
said
from
that
there.
too. I was like, okay, if this water's contaminated, why don't you just pick up and move? But everybody
But you
don't
got-
have the financial means to
Financially,
just
that's
Yeah,
not
pick
about
up
understandable.
and move.
Yeah, that's
But
not
before I'm talking about before the water. Before, you know what I'm saying, it got that way. Before,
well,
you
that's why
settle for things, I believe.
But you're talking about water.
I know,
That
but,
shouldn't have to be something
but
that
it was
you
bad
settle
before
for.
the water, though.
Yeah, but
So it's like, are we surprised?
Well, and then that's the thing. I do know a lot of the people we know have moved here from Flint.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of friends in Houston that are from Flint because of that, and they moved just because of the issues that there's no jobs. The economy's bad. You know what I'm saying? The level of living is bad. So I mean, there's only so much you can do.
How long have they been without water? I mean, what's the situation? They've been without water for a while, huh? Or did they fix
It's
it?
been a
Like,
while, and then
almost-
it's gonna take
Yeah.
like 2 years
So they
to
haven't
do
been taking
the.
baths. I mean, you got some soap.
you have no
good.
choice but to use this. I know
But
it's
they
not
have
good
water
for me.
pods.
It's bad for
They
me.
have
It's killing me.
pods. They give people water, but they're about to stop the pods because the testing shows it's not as much.
Have they got checks from
Lead.
FEMA been
No,
out there?
that's what
anything
they try to sue. Flint because they're like we should be compensated for something because they lost a life, loss of health. The pipes
So you
in
gotta
their
sue-
houses
sue
are
the
just as
city.
bad as the pipes that are coming through because they've been contaminated too. So they got to rechange all that.
So
But
the
they're not
pipes.
trying to change the pipes in the houses. They're just trying to change the pipes that leads to the houses.
So it was the pipes that rusted out over or
And
something. It's the
lead.
same pipes that around here because I mean, pipes they sell to everybody.
Yeah, but you can tell that water come out like brown. It was so
Hey.
brown.
Have you been outside to drink
Yeah.
some water from the faucet when you was a
No.
kid and you
Oh,
you know
yes.
you have to turn it on and
it.
get out
Yeah,
and
let it
stuff.
run.
But the
bit.
issue started with the city, like a domino effect. Wherever you're pulling this water from, it first contaminates in stages. So basically, the pipes that's provided through the city, those are what first because that contamination grows so deep, it's now moved over to the
house.
pipes in our homes, in our
Right.
houses, in our schools.
Yeah.
The places we live,
Right.
you can't even
Exactly.
trust your child to be at school and stop and drink out of a water fountain.
No. Mm-mm.
Bottled water.
Bottled water. And they're trying to stop the bottled water.
I'm stop giving them the free one.
Yeah.
It's
Running out-
donations,
they
it's
running
free
out of
stuff,
money.
but
It might be
It ain't
running
even
out of
about
money.
running out of money. They just like, well, the lead is not that high, so y'all should be okay.
It's lead. Have you ever? I know when you buy houses, they come by and check your water. Have you ever had somebody come by and check your water and stuff like that and all the water tests? Because it's water. It's lead in almost all water, but it's just not. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous, and that's the whole factor of it. What's that water test? I have to look it up on YouTube and stuff like that.
The
They
water
have the
test?
water test of different waters that
Not
we
the test
drinking
like the
now.
alkaline water, the alkaline guy
That,
did. Not that one.
That Negro. I'm not talking about that Negro. That's a
Well, I'm
fuck.
just saying, it was a test.
It was a test and
The
stuff, but he
test.
couldn't answer all the questions I asked him though.
Well, hardly people.
Yeah, don't come to me half shit. Don't. I'm not the one.
But even then, it's like it's a lose-lose situation because you have a lot of people that work together. You don't think that these realtors have different men that they have come in. If you like something you don't see, they're gonna always recommend their own person first.
That's just
Oh, this
business.
an issue? I got a guy that can fix that. Right, it's just business. business. So at the end of the
It's good
day,
business.
they can say, "Oh, we fixed that issue. We done a water test and everything is passing," not knowing that you done sat up here and paid this man $400 under the table just to say this so I can sell this
Right.
home. Oh, it's look at it, and come up with these tests. Oh, okay, we're good now. Let's get the home. Come on, honey.
Yeah,
That's
but it
true.
definitely starts. I think it starts with definitely the government. Like that's where it starts at. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the city. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you're not educated enough, you don't know about voting, if you don't know about, you know what I'm saying, going against
Y'all
the politics, you know what I'm saying, then you don't have anyone representing you, then
Right.
issues like this are not, they're not addressed. And you have the situation that's going on in Flint. And it's really sad. It's really sad.
It's really, really sad.
Yes.
So Beyonce donates to 4 colleges, historical colleges,
And
after
TSU.
Coachella. And she's
TSU
calling it
just
the
was
Baker
added.
Initiative.
And
But
who
what's it
matched
so
them?
long?
Somebody matched them though. Somebody matched her. She only
I
donated
don't know. I guess
100,000.
because it might have been some
Was it
kind of negativity
Google?
from the from her Coachella
Hey,
thing.
this is my thing about, people like Beyonce. Beyonce's from Houston. Everybody
Right.
knows that.
She don't do enough for you.
But that's what I'm saying. What took so and I love Beyonce. But I say things like this, what took so long? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is it because you got so much reaction because of the tribute you did to HBCUs
That
that
you
now you
figured you
decided
donate.
you want to donate?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just had a meeting with the Houston Black Heritage Festival where we're going on to help them, and they donate every year to HBCUs. But one of the issues that that came up was schools like U of H, they get donors that give up to $50 million. As of right now, I think TSU largest donation is like $100,000 from the donor.
Oh.
At first, it was $50,000.
It was $50,000.
For the longest.
Mhm.
I think for over like
That's
20, 25 years.
That's nothing.
That's just black people. That's what it is. You got, you know what I'm saying? How many people that graduate, the donors, I mean, the people that donate over at U of H are the alumni that graduate from them that's giving back.
But you have prominent people who graduated from
Okay, so
TSU.
why they're not giving it?
That's my
I mean,
point.
it's the black culture that once we make it, it ain't no reach back. If you do reach back, it's only reach back a little bit here, here's a little bit.
I don't know.
Because it's just like how many times we pass by the people outside, you know what I'm saying, asking for a quarter, and we don't give them a quarter. A damn quarter. Like pennies. They always say pennies and dimes will help. We won't
Yeah,
give them
like
that.
anything you give us.
So that we doing the same thing to the same thing. I mean, factor, because that penny, that dime, that quarter wouldn't help us every time.
Mhm.
But we worried about ourselves.
From an HBCU, so you know what I'm saying, and that was just because of where my scholarship and where I chose to go and what I wanted to do. But I do think that we don't do enough for our HBCUs, and I think that that's an issue that does need to be addressed. And I think it's hard because you know what, we have a stigma as black people, and this is just my opinion, that black people don't trust black people, especially when it comes to
Truth
money.
hurt. That's the
I
truth.
don't.
When it comes to money, black people don't trust black people.
And the
So-
reason why is because black people take shortcuts faster than white folks.
I told you.
Black
Yeah.
business you go to and stuff like that, as soon as they start getting your business, they gonna go up on price and give you less quality work or service or whatever they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Cause we just greedy.
Exactly. So,
I agree.
Okay.
It is what it is. Beyonce, but the main thing
Can't
is
debate on that one.
I'm like this. We talk about Beyonce, but that's her damn money. If she want to give it to him, give it to her.
Right.
So what can we really say? We need to sit back. I mean, we need the fingers need to be pointed across the board because just like 97.9 don't play no Houston music. They not trying to break nobody. They not trying to push nobody. They not trying to do all that. And you know what I'm saying? And then all these black celebrities that we run to give money to every time a movie or something like that, they should be giving back to help and bring other people back. Yeah, they give little donations, but they not really helping. You know what I'm saying? It's like you pissing on a fire.
Well, and I mean, you bring up the issue with radio stations, and I work with a lot of radio stations and artists and stuff in the line of business we do. I do agree with you. And we had this conversation. This goes into the Houston. Do people in Houston really support each other the way they should? Because when you go to other cities, they're quick to, you go to the New Yorks and the Atlantas,
Mhm.
they ride.
They take care of each
They
other.
do, but
Man, they do. They rip. they
Houston
city
don't
to
do
the
it.
fullest.
Houston radio
Full-
stations don't do it due to the fact that it pissed me off this past week. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm in radio. We play a lot of underground artists and stuff like that. But a lot of underground artists always run to the box to try to get their music played. They don't show us the support here. We're the last, you know what I'm saying, person that they come to. But then the box ain't playing that shit. And then you see all of a sudden, Kiati and Mad Hatter dropped a song with Zero. Oh, that shit been over the radio all fucking week. And they ain't trying to be rap stars. They just went to the studio and did it for fun and all this other stuff. But they playing their music over and over again on 97.9. So why is that? But we won't question that.
I mean, you know the game. Let's all know. I mean, you know, we're in the industry of clubs and dealing with DJs and all of that, so we know how it goes.
Houston is too fucking friendly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Houston is too fucking friendly.
I'm not from Houston.
When I say I'm not from Houston,
I'm not from Houston. So yeah, let's talk about that.
When I say
I'm
Houston
not
is
from
too
Houston.
fucking friendly is nobody want to step on nobody's toes because you might need a motherfucker later on.
They don't want to
I
burn
totally
no
They
bridges.
don't want to burn no bridges.
I think Houston, and excuse my language, it don't give a fuck about stepping on nobody's toes. There's a lot of there's loyalty is hard to find around here, and I really don't think that they care about that. I think the total opposite. I don't think they look out for each other. Everybody is self, and they're gonna act like they for you until it hurts their
They're
self.
friendly.
But that's
they gonna
fake.
act like it in your face.
But that's called being fake.
But
It's not.
doing
But that's
behind
not
your back.
friendly. There's a difference
That's
between
fake.
being friendly
That's fake.
and being fake. When you're friendly, that's a genuine thing I have for you. I'm a friendly. I know people to me that's too friendly. Like, shut up. Why you always talking to everybody? You're so naive. So friendly and fake is two different things. So you're right. So if you change that friendly into fake, Houston definitely has a lot of fake. Houston is too fake, not too friendly. I'm sorry, Houston. I love you, and you helped make me.
Fuck that
But
shit.
you know, at the end of the day, we got to call a spade a spade.
Okay.
Spades.
Exactly.
They still too friendly, I think.
It is. It's a lot of competition. Like,
It's not even
you
a
know,
lot of competition because ain't none one of them
well,
winning
of
shit.
course, you can't compete where you don't compare, but everybody look at it as a competition. I know people that compete with each other, and y'all doing totally different things. So why do you care about tainting or trying to sabotage something else that somebody else is doing just because they got more followers than you, or maybe make more money than you? We're not even in the same
Same
field.
thing,
We don't do the same
exactly.
thing. We don't cater to the same people.
Right.
Why do I care what you do?
Right.
Get your money, boo boo.
Thank
Just
you.
leave me alone and let me
Thank
try to
you.
get mine. Whether it's
Thank
below, above, just let me do me.
Right.
They compete for no reason around here.
They do. I agree.
Yeah.
That
I
shine.
agree with that.
Houston's all about that shine.
And
See, that's what you don't understand. You think Houston is about the money or anything like that? They care more about the shine than the money.
oh, it's a lot
They
of
care
fake
more
rich
about
people.
the shine
A lot
than
of
the money.
fake people. I should tell you my number one quote. You know, with the fact that the business that we do and we always around different people and you know do a lot of stuff with cash, all this other stuff. My number one quote. What I say, if you can remember,
What you say about people?
the fame.
Oh, you know, some people, it's a lot
They
of
want
people
the fame.
They want the fame.
They don't care about the fortune. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why we survive in the business. Not to say that it's all about the money, but, you know, so many people are just about having a name, the appearance. They're not concerned about really the wealth. You know what I'm saying? The longevity. You know, right now it's just about being popular and being hot and people knowing you. Me, I will sit in the background all day long and collect these bags.
Right.
And you gotta know my name. Or
Say, Stacey, don't pay attention to the man behind
The
the
man
curtain.
behind the curtain.
That's
Yeah,
me
that's
all
it,
day.
right there. Exactly.
And at the
take
end of the
no
day,
pictures.
don't misinterpret that because it's not all about the money either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it,
Well, no, but you need
Yeah.
money to make change.
right,
Let me
Right.
tell you, quote that, you need money to make change. And let's be honest, people, the only way you're going to change and be able to, you know, have an effect on society and do something better is if you're making money. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can have a voice, but you definitely have to have some money back there to back you up to get those things done.
right.
Oh, indeed.
And it ain't about how much money you make; it's about what you're doing with the money
Money
you
that
make.
making.
Mhm.
Mm. You heard
All
it,
right.
y'all.
Well, on that note, we're gonna play a little music and then we'll be right back with DL's topic.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that one. They called me out.
I'm sure you are.
Mm.
We're about to get on the men.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Y'all make sure y'all go follow Texas 101 Downs
Okay,
underscore
let me see your
CEO. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube page. I know we haven't been pushing it,
I'm just trying to build it up so when y'all do come, so much shit for y'all to just sit there all day and look at.
Hey.
Why my daddy comment talking about
Watching.
Big Daddy. Was that Big Daddy that comment? For his
That's
children?
my daddy.
The one that said Big Daddy, yeah, that's that.
Daddy.
That's my father-in-law.
You probably at home talking mess by and my brother. I think my brother on here too.
Talking mess.
Yeah, we got a lot of family on there. Look like both all our families on here. We know you ain't fake pops. I thank God for you.
Oh yeah, my daddy ain't nothing about
Yeah,
it.
they giving you thumbs up.
My brother talking about that.
Thumbs up, loves.
Look, Bill over here promoting that. So don't let them know that's coming soon.
So what's the topic?
So my topic is, why in this day and age it's still so difficult for men and women to work together? Who's to blame?
Women.
Of course. Typical answer. You want to know mine?
Who?
I say both.
No, women. You wrong.
I say both.
But it's about to be
Wrong.
I say
It's
both.
gonna be a good
You know, I'm so goddamn damaged about this topic, so you know, I'm good. I'm the perfect damaged nigga for
For
this.
the topic, yeah.
I'm the perfect
Sure.
damaged nigga for this, y'all. I'm the man that's been 5 baby mamas and 7 kids, so never worked out
Okay.
because of the women.
Because of the women. So it's all their fault.
All that fault.
All their fault.
Hey, you know it. I don't have to tell
I'm
you if
trying
you
to
know
see
it.
if the basket over there. Something for you to hold your.
Put it on.
Yeah. To put her
Let me
big
see
on.
who's been watching. Hey, Yolanda. Yolanda, you're a real one. You so supportive. I can't even lie. You're a real. McKinley. Got Port Arthur in the building. What up, McKinley? Y'all get to drink at work.
right now, y'all.
I'm in the wrong profession. Yes, Tamika. We get to a drink at work. Shout out to the big sis tuning in. I was on my bougie stuff today, girl. Look, Tamika.
She
It
don't
was,
realize. She
oh,
don't
my bad.
realize. She
My
don't
bad.
realize.
I was showing
He got
something.
you. He got you with something.
I was being bougie to make it. Coincidentally, the studio got the same shit on their signs.
Sponsored by Bel Air, y'all.
See, I ain't even know that. Ain't I such a good guest co-host?
Uh-huh.
Had the right thing, the right mind.
Oh, I do like this. Okay, this is perfect. I need to get one of these.
My father-in-law say, nah, nigga, not the women. You balls deep.
Okay, fun love.
Shiana, my black and beautiful king. Hey, how you doing?
You have to tilt this up. You want it to come up to you? You have to just tilt it.
What up, Jazz? Street
Angle
Fresh in the
that you-
building.
that you want it.
And
I
she
know
might
you
just
probably like,
move it
you
over.
never go live. See what the
Move it
hell
back
this
here.
is.
Move your phone on one side. Move it, slide it.
April.
So one side.
Oh, yeah, April.
With your cup.
Hey, go get her. Somebody say they just have to hear this 5 baby mama story.
Man, you don't want to hear that. Push it over to one side. That one side of it is in
Hey,
here
Drea.
and on the bottom.
Okay.
Now come up.
Okay.
Scoot.
Hello,
Yeah, come
Amber
on.
Smith. Morris Johnson,
Yeah, but
you
over,
was
come on.
late. That's a
You see what I'm
best
saying?
friend for you.
Try and scoot there.
Mhm.
Now come up.
All right, now come up.
See how it,
Okay.
we're gonna lock it right there. Lock it in the back.
Okay.
Right here.
Lock it where? Down at the bottom?
So it won't slide.
It's about to get heated, y'all. Y'all coming in just in time.
Tell them
They
I'm trying
finna
to get
lose
my
I
y'all.
done struck a nerve.
Okay.
They finna lose y'all.
Oh,
Y'all don't. I done added you in, and now you got all that ruckus going on. Y'all excuse Crystal. She trying to get herself together.
She,
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Tiana.
got it. I think I'm gonna put the case back on and then I'm gonna do it. Tiana being there.
Hey,
I was gonna go
hey,
back.
y'all can always go to Texas 101 Jams on YouTube, and we streaming live on YouTube. That you get a whole lot bigger
better. Not better, but you know, yeah, it's better.
You trying to throw shade in my drawer?
No, cause look at now. See, you get the whole
You
thing.
enjoy it too?
No, we
Okay.
using
See that right here? And look, we can go from each one. This is the camera on you right now. And then
Oh, I
it zooms
see.
in
Yeah,
on
like I
me.
see myself looking like.
Yeah.
Check that out.
But I can edit it right here and zoom in on you when you're talking. When I'm talking on Tamika, that's
That
just what.
is.
And when she's talking over there, and when Stacy talking,
You got to show me that little program.
nice the camera.
Okay.
Well,
I
the
think I
camera,
got
but you
it
still
now.
got to program it to your phone, right?
The camera is just an app that goes to the phone.
Okay. Please very much. Okay, you not frozen, huh? Okay, I'm getting it.
Gotta stay still. That shit gonna follow.
Okay, D, I'm about to send an invitation again for this session.
We love you too, Tiana. You
Still
do
was
love
up there.
everybody. I believe you when you say
Still on
that.
there.
So
But
what?
Daddy said I'm balls deep. Daddy, I'm finna hurt
Yeah,
your
father-in-law
feelings too.
said you balls deep.
He just
Oh,
going
you heard
for
that,
the
Pop?
girl.
He said you
He
about
just
to get your
going for the
feelings hurt
girl.
too.
You just going. You supposed to support your baby, right or wrong.
Crystal, everybody complaining about you. They say you've been sitting up for 20 minutes. Please take your
Tell them I'm
Okay,
working on it.
take your phone.
Okay, please get it together.
Tell them I'm getting
Everybody
it together
got
right
to
now.
together. Yeah, I
When they
just
say
go
your
get her
head
had some
fried.
kind of gadget up in there.
That ain't her hat, nephew. That's
Yeah,
mine, but
person.
appreciate you. She having a bad hair day.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Rico Guillory, I'm surprised you got time on your schedule to be looking at my live. That's an important man out
I just
there.
added myself.
Builds some of the best houses in the state of Louisiana and everywhere else.
ain't
Look him
showing
up,
up yet.
Rico Guillory. He's the beast. That's the only reason I go to my sister's house all the time, because Rico builds it. I love it.
You like it right too?
Hopefully, girl, I'm trying to get my phone right.
Everybody move away from
Don't
the
move too
No,
much.
but y'all got Wi-Fi in there?
Yeah, ain't
No.
gonna connect that good
Okay.
because it's streaming, uploading the whole time.
Yeah, this thing need a lot of.
So is the phone number set up?
Okay, D, I added that on.
713-575.
I didn't get it.
You waited too late.
Yeah, do it again. I might have to bring you in. I want a call on this one, because you might need some help.
No,
We're gonna have to get at least another man opinion.
I don't need
Yeah,
no
I'm
I'm just not enough.
Yeah.
I'm not manly enough. Watch
They
me.
can come in right.
Watch my ass is fell.
Y'all just got to watch that.
I'm gonna let. I already know if it ring is gonna be my father-in-law. That's why. He gonna call in. He gonna call in.
Yeah, it's on. You finna,
Matter of fact, Rico would be a good one. Hold on.
What's the number?
Rico, are you busy? Mr. Rico Guillory, I see you watching live. Are you busy?
9607.
About to put you on here with us. You're a married, successful man. Let's get your opinion on something.
I don't mean that.
That don't mean nothing.
I know, but I still, Who is that?
Somebody called in. Okay.
Okay. Trying to see Mr. Rico Guillory. Still, I'm about to give you a phone number to call. Okay, you are. Need to dial.
But we ain't ready yet. We ain't
gonna give him the number yet. We gotta give him the topic and tell y'all when to dial.
Okay,
yeah.
don't go nowhere, Rico. I'm gonna give you a number to dial.
So silly.
When I do my topic. And I want you to call in. You're gonna go on live with us. I want your opinion on something.
Okay.
It's a long commercial break, girl.
Well, y'all was still getting y'all shit together.
No, that was her. My
Getting your
father
phone
was
together.
the people said
Well, she
so.
good, but you know,
What up,
you trying to
Terry?
get your phone together. Good.
What up, Denise? The real in the building. Shout out to Louisiana.
Well, we gonna come on. Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Under the Influence on Texas 101 Jams. I am Lynn.
It's your boy, Go Getter.
And your guest co-host, MCDL.
And honorary co-host, Crystal.
All right. We got DL's topic.
All right. So what I decided to go with, because of the fact that I do experience it, it's funny, I already go get it. I experience this a lot, in what we do and for a living and the field we work in and stuff like that.
Why don't you tell people what you do that would help with?
I do. Of course, you guys know I do a lot of things. I'm an MC. I'm an event planner. I do promotions, everything from weddings to birthday parties to graduation parties. You name it. We're a one-stop shop on event planning and promotions. Catch that. I'm also co-owner of House of Obsessions, which is a PR branding and marketing company that's very well ran by my better half over here, Crystal Solomon. So whatever you needed, whatever, local, nationwide, it don't matter. Let us know. We're a one-stop shop for whatever it is it may be. We're also in the process of now becoming our official first business owners. We got Dax coming soon. You can catch that right there on the Beltway between Beachside and Bel Air. It's right on the feeder. You can't miss it. Dax coming
Can't
soon.
miss it. It's right there.
DAIQ''S. Restaurant, lounge, and grill. Fully owned, black and operated. Come support it.
All right.
But so my topic for today is just because I want to know, because I experienced a lot, so I need to, figure out how to take certain things at certain time from certain people. Why in this day and age is it still so hard for men and women to work together? Who's to really blame?
Women.
Are they trying to have sex with the girl?
Okay,
I mean,
so let's
work
see.
together.
Like, what's the problem?
Work together as in relationship,
Yeah,
work together or just business?
business-wise,
So
everything,
why they
everything,
can't
working together.
everything.
Yeah, when I
Just
say
We're
work,
talking about business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right?
you're working together, they still be going to hit.
Well, well,
exactly.
it's a
See,
problem,
that's part of the problem.
Right.
So because you can't hit, you are not interested in what I have to offer or what I do,
But
or I
then
become less
sometimes,
Then
greater because
right,
I
I'm not
won't
finna
have
give
sex
it up.
with you.
but then
Wow,
a lot of
yeah.
times the women come across as in they don't want to do as much of a man because you're the man, you should do this. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, well let's back up a little bit. I think one of the issues we're saying is as
Yeah.
women in the business that we do a lot
Okay,
of
the business.
club promotions. You know what I'm saying? We're in charge of a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
So we have the issue of a lot of men don't like taking direction. They don't
From a
like working
woman.
under
Yeah.
a female.
Right.
So why is that still an issue at this time? You would
Right.
think that we've came farther than that, where
Right.
it's not always if you working with a man, it's either she a bitch or she's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just it's not across the board because it's a lot of women running companies, supervisors, and everything
But
like that.
at
They
one
got men
point,
working
I'm sure
under.
they had an issue.
One point.
Or they was either
you talking
considered
to
a
somebody
bitch,
who went from
it's-
corporate America.
You know.
Right.
I used to work at Fox. I done been a manager there.
Right.
And then now I'm in, you know what I'm saying, I
Two
work
people.
for myself.
Yeah, same
Right.
thing.
But
I come
so
from corporate
I
America.
sit on both ends.
Mhm.
So take
From a
emotions,
woman's point of
take
view.
emotions out of
So-
it. We're not
Right.
talking about in the home or anything like that.
Right.
We're
But
just talking whether it's your regular 9 to 5 day job or whether it's your own independent hustle, entrepreneurship, or somebody bringing you in as, it might be a man who owns a business and, they're bringing women in to work with them, regardless of what your title is. Just period. There's always
It
a clash.
depends on the person, though. I really believe it's the person and stuff like that because women feel it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna feel a certain type of way about them. You being a supervisor and people under you feeling a certain. They don't want to follow you certain because of this because you're a woman. They might be like, I hate working for her because she's a woman and she does something different than the average person supposed to do. So what's their side of the story? Why are they not following you? Is it because you're a
No,
woman and you
no.
make more money?
So you
I just
feel
don't
like
wanna
it
listen.
can be misinterpreted. You might feel like they have an issue with you just because of you being a woman, but the issue actually
exactly.
digs deeper than what
Yes,
the surface is.
it might be what you're doing.
I think that could be in some situations, but I'm just talking about in general. Like, we do promotions. We deal with a lot of different promoters.
Right.
A lot of time when
So
the
they in
promoters,
clubs and stuff too.
Yes.
So them club
Yeah.
owners
yes. So when a lot
wanna
of
hit,
promoters
wanna
come
do
in,
something.
most
We always want to hit men.
Yeah,
We
but
always
they
wanna
just want to
hit.
do business.
But
Like,
I wanna
dude,
do
let's
business.
just
I don't
interact.
wanna-
Let's just
I
do
don't
But it's
business.
about if I
Stop
need
Stop
your
trying to
business,
get in my
want your
pants.
business though. You can't get mad if I
Stop
don't
get
need
your-
your
stop
business,
trying to
want
get
your
in my
business, and
pants.
feel that somebody else
Stop trying
offer
to get
the
in my
same thing.
pants.
Okay, so what about a man that I provide a certain service to you, whatever it may be, you as a man, I provide a certain service to you. I do great at that service. Everything that you asking me to do. Now you've become whatever it may be, whether you just horny or you're attracted to me or whatever, you decide to make a move or you decide to say something and I don't entertain that move or I don't entertain that statement. That should not in any way affect or taint anything that I've done for you. in the
Right.
past.
If you,
And
I
a
mean,
lot
it's-
of that
it's about,
exists.
And
but
she
it's
not
also
trying to
you
give
have to
up
be.
the-
Right. You're no
I mean,
longer
sometimes-
that person
You're not
because
important.
you didn't give me what
Right.
I wanted
You're not
or you didn't
important.
entertain
I'm
me.
not gonna
maybe
support you.
maybe
I don't
what
have
you're
nothing to do with
doing
you.
was basic, and they feel like okay, I mean, yes, they wrong for entertaining it. I mean, for saying that since you're not entertaining, I'm just gonna go with someone else and stuff. Because if your business was really that good and everything, they're not gonna miss out on money or something. So they might be
yes, they
questioning.
will.
Oh yes.
Yes,
They might
they
be
will.
questioning. You know what I'm saying?
A
what you
man's
do.
ego and pride is worth any amount of money.
That's true.
Okay.
His
I've
ego,
seen it. Yeah,
his ego and pride.
ego
If
and
he got a
pride is
big
worth
ego,
more than his
Yeah,
money.
he don't want to deal with her.
Especially
You
a
don't
man
do
that's not
any
used to
woman.
being told no.
But,
No.
yeah, exactly.
No. What does that
And then
mean?
you a woman in charge.
Right.
It'll ruffle some feathers.
And I'm
People
using
be
an
upset.
example. Like,
If it didn't rustle feathers, sexual harassment wouldn't be
Wouldn't be an issue.
an issue.
Right.
It wouldn't be something that's
Sexual
in your.
harassment goes both ways, but women
It
do
does.
more than
Women
men.
It
do
does.
sexually
I mean, men
harassing
do it and stuff like that, but we ain't gonna get on that sexual harassment because you know what I'm saying. Pocket harassment should be a issue too.
Who?
Pocket harassment.
what's
that?
pocket harassment?
That's when y'all is
Is women trying to get in that man pocket, and he got to take you out and spend money and do all this to impress you. So you're harassing my pocket. Why can't you come to me and you just entertain and we just enjoy each other's time? Why is it about me? I gotta spend this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta impress you, and it's all about what's in my pocket, or what I'm driving, and how much I'm spending.
I mean, but as a female, what do you want women to approach you as when all y'all do is post cars? You post your money, you post your car. No, but it's a lot of men that do it. And see,
It's a lot of women, but then you gotta question the same thing. Why you get mad when we come to y'all when y'all approach as ass and approaching all these models?
So that's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
As a society, because of social media, and I think social media has definitely changed the game in so many
It
ways,
has.
good and bad.
But
I think we're in the mind frame of there's certain things that you go for when you're looking for someone, and you don't think so.
nah, you can just because you go for it and you're attracted to something doesn't mean that I'm gonna treat you like you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the old days, they used to say if you got on a whore outfit, you're a whore.
That was back in the
Why
day.
you have that
Now if
uniform
you have
on?
on
You got
a
a uniform.
outfit, you a bad bitch.
Who said that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Who-
But that's
Right.
A bad bitch is a whores. Who's a bad bitch? Name a bad bitch. Name a bad bitch right now.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm not a whore. I'm a bad
Yes.
bitch.
Okay.
No, name a bad bitch. No, for real. The bad bitches we saying on come on, name
But-
one.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying that basically. No. But I'm just saying this is what people look at. You know what I'm saying? Now when you see a bad bitch, most of the time a bad bitch isn't a successful woman who does this and has her stuff together. It's more of a woman who's half naked and she's shaped like this, and because she has a small waist and a big
That's
ass.
just the one who's saying that they're a bad bitch and we just following the crowd.
But,
That's
okay, but
sheeple.
y'all
There's so
admit-
many sheeple back there.
Okay, well then.
Oh, we look at them and want to fuck, but we ain't trying to do nothing
But
else.
but you say that maybe you're not that man, but a lot of men.
She is a
are.
bad bitch, as in what we looking and what we're after.
Okay, but what you're praising.
We're praising what we're after.
I'm not. You're
But
not
what makes
praising
her
the woman.
bad?
What are you
Just because
praising?
of her body?
Yes, and that's what we want to
They
fuck.
don't see her brain yet.
We're not crazy. We're
They
just
don't
a
see her
because-
brain.
man.
They just see her
No,
brain. She a
no,
bad
people
bitch.
don't
your
know
banging
about it.
body
They
does
just
not
want to
make
have-
you a bad bitch. I'm
But that's
sorry.
that's what you see. That's where you missing
Because
it.
bad bitch is
Man
like
is
well
not
rounded.
there.
Right. You should
No,
possess
that's
a
how.
lot
That's
of
how.
qualities.
That's how
well-rounded
you
being a
women.
Bad bitch.
As in women, because
How
y'all
women
represent,
think
because
of
y'all
that.
feeling as us, as
Right.
it's speaking
It's
for
us
us
as
and
a
how
team.
y'all feel
So a bad
personally
bitch,
about
right.
the thing.
But
us,
y'all don't think
men,
a bad bitch
that's a
is
bad
like
bitch
that.
because
A bad
we
bitch
don't
'cause
give a
she
damn.
fine.
Y'all can be sleeping on the air mattress, but when we see her going to the club and that body and stuff, we gonna go get on that air mattress and hit that ass. And then we're gonna go about our business. And she was a bad bitch for what we talking about, what we're after.
But that's a physical trait.
But-
See,
and I know
let's
what
take
you're saying.
physical-
She's a bad bitch.
Right,
for that
let's
physical
just
trait. That's all we worry about.
Let's take physical out of it, and then what's left?
Men don't care about that. I'm not trying to make her my baby mama. I'm not trying to make her my wife. I'm not trying to give her the keys to my business and say
okay.
she's
That's
gonna
the
do all
problem
that.
right there then. You going
Right.
after
Okay.
women, and so what do you expect if you going after a woman who you don't think can be your wife? You don't think she's even good enough to have your child? Then of course all I do want is a dinner and something to eat.
And
If I know I'm gonna let you hit anyway, at least
So
let
you
me
gonna
How
get
many
that
women?
pocket.
You
But
gonna
then
pocket-
y'all
you gonna
question
pocket
that. But how
what's
many women go out with men and they ain't that tight?
but they want to go to Papados, get something to eat, or hang out, or do something. And he ain't even her type. She ain't trying to be with this man. She ain't trying to get to know this man. See, y'all then as women, y'all looking at it always from the woman point of view. It goes both ways.
No, not y'all, because I agree. I think it's both.
That's those
men and
women
women's
who
fault.
can't pay for their own fucking food.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gotta ask for a nigga to pay for shit for me.
Yeah, and those
I
the
can take
men
myself out to eat.
those the men
can take
that
myself out to
gotta
eat.
chase that because they
Right.
can't get no other type of ass.
Right.
But let
They
me
can't
tell
bring
you,
quality.
the issue with that is because what happens though, you have like I feel like we got totally off the subject though, because I was trying to figure out why it's hard to work together. But as
It's
you can
not
see,
hard to work
It is
together.
hard to work because we're not even on the topic no more.
No,
'Cause we
it's
got
hard to
passion
work
in
That's
it.
together.
that Venus and that Mars.
No, it's not that.
We
It's
thinking
just that
like
we
differently.
always thinking from the man. Y'all women are
Y'all be
emotional,
thinking here.
and y'all
That's
gonna
plainly
think.
it.
Y'all gonna think no,
Cause her
because
topic
y'all
is
gonna
talking
think the
about y'all
universe.
thinking here.
Right,
Y'all
she's
thinking
trying,
the
that's what it
universe.
falls
She's trying
back
to
to.
work
We
with you.
totally off
No.
subject
I'm
right
not
now.
giving you this. So now you finna treat me bad. You finna badmouth my name. You know,
But that's
and then
one-
you don't even
but the
want me
main
to
thing
do
is-
that. But that's not one. It's many
But-
men that are like that,
But
especially in
is
the
it
business
majority
industry.
or is it those individuals? Because it's a lot of men that do work with you more than the ones that don't work with you, huh?
And
I
we
Yes,
mean,
well, I need
no,
yes,
honestly, I
I
work
need
with
yes,
like
no.
pretty much nothing but
We
men.
work with nothing
So
but
that's
Okay,
why
so
I
it's
can
more
say
men. Which one is more? The ones trying to do it or the ones that's doing
I
it?
can
right?
honestly say there's more of an issue than there is of people who don't have an issue. It definitely overpowers and overweighs, which is the reason I brought in the topic. Now, where I'm not balanced at is because I know it's an issue. It definitely exists.
Mhm.
That it definitely overpowers the ones who actually respect you and want to work as opposed to the men who think, oh, you ain't shit, you're a woman, I ain't gotta listen to you. Now,
Mhm.
but my question is, why is that balance so imperfect? What have women done to make men feel that way?
They've
What
gotten
have
stronger.
men experienced?
No,
over
it's
to-
not so
like,
much they
of
got
course.
stronger.
Have gotten
They have
Oh,
used
yes, we
men.
have
They
gotten
have
stronger.
gotten stronger.
Women
We
gonna
have
feel
gotten
that way.
stronger.
And we're taking over roles that were maybe just for
Yes,
men,
We
but
don't
they
care
are for.
about that.
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
No,
You
some
know.
weak
Okay,
ass
I'm gonna give
niggas.
you an example.
They
I'm
are.
sorry,
weak.
I guess it's just me.
But they are
Okay,
weak.
no, because let's put
'Cause
it
I'm
in
not
your,
threatened by
let's-
anything.
Let's put it in your business.
And you
though.
shouldn't be.
No. Let's
Most
put it in
real
your
men
business,
not,
though.
but they are.
But
He's
let's put it in your
self-employed,
business.
so.
So yeah, but I'm just talking about in the radio business.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
okay.
let's
Okay.
take it there. Let's just bring it back to something we can all relate to. I work with a lot of DJs.
Okay.
For some reason, a male DJ is always looked at like he will be better than a female DJ.
Right. And then you're surprised when that female DJ is like on point.
It is hard for female DJs to get bookings in major
Mhm.
clubs. It's hard for them to get the same pay, and I know this, the same pay
Mm-hmm.
as most men DJs.
Exactly.
But they can be on the same caliber or even better.
Mm-hmm.
But because they are a female, it's always a little bit hard.
And let's
It's
be
always
honest.
a little bit harder because females are very emotional. So sometimes
You talking about somebody
let me
DJing.
finish. Let me.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
this is
let me finish.
DJing.
We
We're
talking
becoming
about DJing.
emotional about
What's
DJing.
emotional about DJing? Let me know. What's emotional about DJing?
Somebody on the live.
I see.
Like emotional, so dealing with them is kind of harder also because how can I say this without y'all being females and being emotional? That makes
but like I said, no. Let's go back at the very
Y'all
beginning when
get
I
emotional.
started this. I said take emotions out of it. From the very beginning of this topic, I said
Yeah.
eliminate emotions. At the end of the day, that's all you have to fall back on. You cannot explain why we are treated the way we're treated without saying
Preach, Chris.
emotions.
Emotional.
If you're the one always discussing emotions, who's actually the emotional one?
Brittany Thompson.
Yes.
If we are never discussing it, and then
Never
I said
discussing
that
it.
take emotions out,
Out of it.
and that's what they like to pull that card.
It's
Oh,
not-
you're just in
it's
your
not.
emotions. You're just
'Cause
being
y'all are,
sensitive.
y'all
That's why I
are,
say
y'all understand
take
it.
emotions out of it,
Because a lot of
and
men
let's just
don't
go
even work.
about the work that's being
The
produced.
work, if it, you know what I'm saying?
Take
probably
emotions and go with
it's-
production.
It's on me because I'm not threatened by a woman. I like women.
But be honest.
To the point-
Do you know men who are though? Let's be honest. Do you know men who don't take a woman serious?
I know a
Or-
man.
You know.
It's like that.
Yeah,
Look,
amen.
I know a man like that, but I don't know just a whole lot of them because we just so laid back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not that we wouldn't ask a woman and stuff, but it's just like sometimes dealing with a woman and stuff like that. It's just like you having a male friend, a female friend. You're gonna have more issues with the female friend because of the emotions and how she come to you, and due to the fact that we're opposite.
But all she doing is spinning records.
It goes
Per
past
se,
that
but she
because
just
when you
making
have to come
music.
to ask her something, she's gonna use that sex also, and her being a female. A woman will use being a female to the point too. That, you know what I'm saying, I need you to do this, I need you
I
that.
agree.
It's
And
like,
that's why I said it's a
like a
different
woman would
story.
come and say, can y'all go get those crates out the car? It's so heavy.
I
Bitch, this
agree.
is the job you want. Go get your own damn crates. A female will use that, you know what I'm saying, her female
Some
until
will, but
it's
I know some
Yeah,
ones
you're
I'm
right,
talking
and I
about.
agree.
I'm talking about some females that I'm talking about are dogs in the game. I'm talking about real dog females. I'm talking about females who really literally go in and do their job, and they know because it's hard, they not gonna ask you no extra because they know if
That's
they
cool.
do, you gonna look at
So
them a
let's
certain
take it into
different way.
consideration. If a female, like you just said, can come in and do everything that's asked of her, carrying her own crates, carrying her own weight, I have done everything that you do to
Yeah.
the quality of production.
sure,
Why am I being paid less?
because you don't have that following yet.
No,
Maybe
What
you don't have that
following?
following.
What
Hey,
following?
maybe because you chose to accept
Because
it.
people do hire,
You know what I'm saying?
pay people because of the
You
following.
can't get
thing.
mad.
Okay.
You can't get mad
If
if
they-
he offer
if they
you and
can
you
fill
choose
up-
to accept
If
it.
And
they
you
can
have a
fill
point
up
on
a
that.
club.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, you
And
have a
now
point
you
on
want
that.
to come and say, I want more.
And I
Okay.
accept. So now let's say that is met. You don't
Okay.
have the following. So let's talk about the people that
You have
possess
to
it
come
all.
with
So
quality.
I do have the
You have to
following
come
now.
with the, I got the following. Well, because Instagram.
No,
I
I'm just
believe
saying
that.
in general. Now I have the
You know what I'm
following.
saying? If we
So
get,
why am I now
I
still
feel
being
like this.
treated
I
less than?
feel that a lot of
Exactly.
people want more than they deserve already. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want more than they deserve already, to the point that back in the days to book people, if I book you for 1,500, you know what I'm saying? I'm booking you because 1,500 coming through this door is gonna come to see you. Now,
And that's how it should
it's
be
the
now, period, with
promoters. You
anybody.
gotta, you know what
I
I'm saying?
totally
You gotta
agree with
have
that.
15 different promotion crews with 3 people under them and 2 people under them, and everybody is 5 people selling sections in a club, and then you getting 10 people in a section that's this goddamn big. You see the sections in the clubs now? Look at she
They
wanna turn her
tight.
head
They
now.
all
She
tight.
wanna turn her
So
head
it's
now.
easy. So it's
You know what I'm
easy.
saying?
I totally agree with all that.
You know what I'm saying?
If you have a female-
Sections, they come on and y'all say, hey, 10 of your friends, and I gotta allow 10 of your people come in. Nigga, 10 of us can't sit on this couch.
Okay.
Okay, but let's. Okay,
Not
that's what I'm saying. Even in the promotion game, let's talk about the promotion game because and that's one of the major things that we do in our business.
Everything is a hustle.
Most of the promoters are men. Most of the promoters in the game,
I know
it's
that's
always
true.
Most
men.
promoters
They
are
are.
men, most DJs are men, most
They are.
MCs are men.
Because we
Most
are the
everything
ones who
is
basically
it.
kind of
Right.
started, and y'all got to get in. It's just like saying black and, you know what I'm saying?
They
It's just
like
it's just like
trailblazers,
saying
basically.
black and white.
They like
You know what I'm saying?
trailblazers.
Most of the Congress is white because we working our way up to that.
Okay, but
Y'all have to do y'all
y'all
4
doing-
years. Y'all got to do y'all 400 years of slavery.
For the
And then
next-
we, you know what
y'all
I'm
get
saying?
paid
Y'all
away
fuck.
for the next ladies who come in and
Okay.
do what you guys do.
Okay.
But we
so-
should be so past that, and that's what I'm saying. It's
We not past that.
Y'all
2018.
not though.
We not
And the
past
fact
that.
that you can bluntly
It's
say
sad.
that should be an
It's
issue.
sad. But we
honest,
not
but
past that.
It is honest, but
Because-
to feel comfortable
But
to
you gotta
even
think
say
about
that.
it. No, because you gotta think about
Yeah.
it when you look at numbers. You know what I'm saying? All these feelings, emotions, and shit like that, but numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
You know, when you go,
So
you know what I'm saying?
so the
Your numbers
woman
don't
produce
lie.
those same numbers.
Y'all ain't me finish.
Okay, we sorry.
I
You know what I'm
told you
saying?
wasn't ready
When you
for us.
when you go, just because y'all talk loud don't mean y'all talking right. That's what y'all
No,
are.
we're not talking. I can talk low and still
Okay,
say.
I mean, but it's
you
like
can't
this.
Tell me about it.
Numbers tell the truth. When you go for a DJ job and you have 50 men and 10 women, of course, the better chances for a man to get big chose.
Oh.
So numbers is y'all try to get to the point where y'all want to be on an equal playing ground and stuff. It have to be equal across the
But
board.
what if your
Right,
numbers
so
are there?
That's
She's
what I'm
saying if
saying.
your numbers
That
are there,
question is still not
all
been
your
answered.
stats is
if you're the
lit.
best one,
All
then
your
you can
following
speak
is
for
lit.
itself.
You
Exactly.
take a club out. You
But
do everything you
see, that's the
supposed
question.
to do.
You have to ask
Pay
that
me
person.
for the work I've
Because
done.
everybody don't do you like that.
The same work you
Every
they
man-
paying you, I should get. In fact, I should get paid more than
Right.
what you getting because I'm doing more than you even do.
I'm just saying.
Cause I gotta work harder than
I'm
you
paying
do.
this.
Right.
I'm
And that's just
saying-
common. Women do more work
you
for
gotta
less pay, and a man can do less
See
work
now,
for more pay.
y'all feel y'all should deserve more because I'm a woman. I gotta do more work. Why you gotta do
But
more
women
work?
have always, even in
Why you gotta do
corporate
more work?
America, they still
I'm
not
not
getting
even saying
paid
more. I'm
the
just
same
saying-
salary as a man. This not black man, white man, Asian man. This just a man. Period. She
Because
not
women
getting
still have
paid
to prove
that.
themselves.
Why? She got the same
Because
degrees.
just same way African
the same
Americans got to
work.
prove themselves to, you know what I'm saying? And just the way Hispanics got to prove themselves to
Guess
us.
what?
That's
Women-
the way the world, that's the way the
Women
world.
proved themselves a long time ago, especially black women.
Huh.
Rosa Parks had the guts to say no and not get out of her seat. Not a black man. Harriet Tubman had the guts to go ahead and make that tunnel and freedom slaves.
That's like,
What do you mean? Women have led forever, for
God
centuries.
damn
We
it, you
proved
got
ourselves
one
back
or
then.
two women that led between how many? Okay,
How much time
on the march?
we had?
How many men did the same thing? How many men got hit across the head
Well,
and shit
guess
like
what?
that before she sat her ass on that bus?
But them head hits don't mean nothing because nothing came from it.
Yeah,
After
No,
Rosa
that-
Parks
that's-
refused to
I
sign
ain't-
it,
I
ain't finna
let me say. I'm gonna take that back. That did come out wrong.
So if a
That did
woman
come
do
out
something,
wrong.
it should be praised. But men been doing the same thing.
We're not asking for appraisal. We're just asking to
stop.
stop being overlooked.
It
There's a
doesn't
difference
matter. It's
between
like
looking for
you making
appraisal and looking to stop being
Well,
overlooked.
I mean, you say it, but like I say, I see it all the time. And see, I'm in a position where I'm able to, you know, we hire DJs, we hire MCs, we hire promoters. You know what I'm saying? So as a female, it's just I see so many things, and I'm just amazed how we're still having issues of accepting. It's still
You have
like
to
I'm a
prove
ride for that man just because he's a man.
I'm sorry,
He
y'all.
could be
Shit
10
got
times.
serious around here.
He could suck. But I would ride with that man before a female just gotta go so
She gotta
hard
go hard.
before she get that respect. She gonna have to
Right.
go
She gotta
through
go
the
real
mud
hard.
and come
It's
back
just
out
like
and
y'all
still
saying.
be clean.
What y'all saying is
Because I've
a
seen
female
some
should just
female
want to. It's just
DJs,
like a
they be
female
like,
going to the football league. They should accept her and go on in
I'm
there
not
and stuff
saying
like
that. I
that.
think anything
No.
you earn your stripes.
But automatically they gonna give her the props because she's the first female to go do this and stuff. Yeah.
But to me, it
this.
shouldn't even be now. Something like that, I would disagree with. I mean, because at the end of, as a woman, no,
Why?
I agree with you.
Why?
No, I'm
She might
saying
get hurt.
I agree with you, but I feel like at the end of the day, you do have to prove that you're worth it. If women are just that good at football, let's make them so great that they have their own teams. If you're that good, you should have enough women.
If you're that good, you should get out there and play. It shouldn't matter about men or female when you're that good.
I mean, just like the NBA.
It's just like, but
you got
that's
so
how
many
life
women.
is.
You got so many women that's
But
good at
women
basketball.
shouldn't
You
be
have
you
your
got,
own league now.
you know what I'm saying? But that's
Exactly.
But
It's
y'all,
a conflict of
y'all,
interest.
that's the main thing. See how you quick to say we need our own once it comes when you're about competing and you might get hurt and everything like that.
We're talking about.
But you're talking about
a physical
leagues.
situation.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't matter.
physical.
If y'all want it across the fucking board, do it across the fucking board. And that's how men feel about women.
all across the
You know
board.
what I'm saying? That's how men feel about women. Y'all quick. See how y'all quick.
Because a man
Pick up
can
your
call
own
it
fucking
face.
crate.
See,
Pick up your own
that's how men deal with women.
Emotion.
But that's how men feel. That's how men are. If y'all want
Y'all
to
wanna
be
be
equal
equal,
across the board,
Get your own
then
shit.
get
Pick up your
equal
own shit.
across the board.
And if
But
that's
see
the
how
case,
quick
then
y'all
stop
just
trying
made
to
it about I'm a girl. I shouldn't have to do that.
So we're at
y'all just did this. You know what I'm saying? Instead.
So wait a minute,
Yeah,
Stacey.
but then stop
You
trying
know what I'm
to,
saying?
use sex.
Wait a
though.
minute. So, but we're
And
at
that's
fault
what y'all
because
just
God
did.
didn't produce women to have testosterone
Right.
to be strong enough
Enough.
to pick up those same crates.
Right.
So I'm at
Yeah.
fault because I don't have the same chemicals that a man produces
To pick
to
up
be able to do
crates.
something
Yeah.
physical.
So
But
are
I
you
do
doing
have the
same job
intelligence
as him
enough
then?
to
Are
complete
you doing
the
the
same
same
job
as
that
him
you
if
do
you're
it.
not doing it? Well,
We're
that's
not
something
talking
you
about,
ain't
but we're not talking about
Pick and
football and basketball. No. I'm serious though.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
talking
just saying.
about real life,
Yeah.
regular day.
The things
stuff
that you're naming
we
equality
all-
can't exist. Like let's name something that
equality
where
can't
a
exist with
woman
the
and a
football
man,
game.
yeah, you know.
Should no woman be playing no football?
But like
with
I
no
said,
big old huge
But that all
300
boils down
pounds.
to
Bring your
why
ass
the
on,
topic
don't
came to. Because at the end of the day, the only excuse that's ever given is you always still blame the woman. Either emotions or physical
Physical.
is going to be involved on something that, and like I say, not all women are emotional. They quick to say your emotions.
I know
You're the
more.
one always
I
talking
know
about
some
emotions,
women
so
are
you're really
not that
emotional.
have zero
I
emotions.
get,
I'd be like, oh my God.
yeah, I get all the time. I'm a bitch
Yeah.
because I am straightforward with everybody.
Right.
And it's not that
There's
I'm
some
a
real
bitch,
female dogs
but
out
I'm
there
Oh,
just
trust
when
me,
it comes to
I get it too.
emotions.
Yeah,
But
and you
that's-
give me that all the time,
Yeah.
Stacey. Like I get you. You can tell you just one way.
I'm just
When you one way with people though, and this is what I'm saying about females. If you are a nice looking female, when you approach a male and you know they come in and say, Who's the boss? And everybody points to that female, they first of all they look you up and down.
They look you up and down.
Okay, I swear to God, this is
And
all
then
the
be
time.
like,
9 times out of 10, they're gonna look me up and
Yeah.
down.
mm.
They're gonna try to test
That's
me.
life.
They are.
They're gonna try to test me. When I say test me,
Mhm.
Right.
see what vibe they can get with
They
me. You're
will.
gonna try to play in my space.
You
You're
are.
gonna try to come at me a little
Right.
bit.
Or they may try to friend you. Be
Yeah.
real extra friendly.
Yeah,
with your
extra
ass.
friendly. Like you know, you talking to me like this.
Right.
You know,
That's just
Right.
life, though.
but
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm gonna
bullshit.
tell you the same
But that's
example. I'm gonna tell you the
bullshit.
same example.
That's
Let's go
bullshit.
before you. I'm not gonna
That's
jump
her
one
being
thing.
an
That's
authority.
just like us, but it doesn't matter. That's life. That's just like us coming to a company
different
and
for
you
a
a black
woman,
woman
though.
and you ask
You not gonna get that
who's the
same-
manager with all these white folks and they point at
Dude,
that one black
I've
guy.
been there.
You
I've
gonna
been
be
there.
like,
Dude.
I've been there.
okay, let me.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a white guy.
Bro,
Dude.
my
But
nigga,
I'm
that's
not
fair.
saying,
That's
but
what I'm
no,
saying.
people
But you're
But
looking
no,
at color,
but people-
not gender.
But
Yeah,
it's-
that's
that's-
different.
and that's
People
You're
know
looking
that
at him.
you
You
a
just said
owner.
brother.
That's life.
So
You a
you
man.
looking
They
at
gonna
his
try
color,
to
not
know,
gender.
but I'm
friend you and
saying
be all
that's the
nice
same
because you're a
thing.
man.
That's
But
the
if you're a
same
woman,
thing.
they gonna try to
That's
size you
life.
up and
That's
give you
life.
that little old
Y'all are
shit-faced
getting
look.
there. Y'all are getting there. Giving y'all more respect, yes. But we're gonna have to see more. Just like African Americans have to prove harder to the white folks. Just like Hispanics gotta prove harder to black folks.
But I mean,
That's just a trickle
We
down
gotta
syndrome.
prove to each other
It's
before we
sad.
prove to
Down
another
syndrome.
person.
Y'all gonna be always.
Okay, and I'm gonna be honest. I guess it's just sad to work with your own black men. We get money
It's
together.
not equal.
No. Listen.
Life is not equal.
Okay,
Life
and
is
I know
not
it's
fair.
not. But that don't mean we can't discuss it though.
Okay.
Because
Right.
the more we educate ourselves, just like with anything, it wasn't fair at one time for blacks to drink out the same fountain as whites.
Right. Yes.
But what we did was we kept talking about it and we made progression,
Mhm.
and that's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? We have to discuss the issues.
But that's when you know what I'm saying. If you come, that's when I say across that board, you have to be that way. I don't want to hear no because I'm a female ever. When we talking about two individuals,
Right.
we're looking at y'all as individuals. We're not looking at y'all as man or woman until y'all want to say, but I'm a female. I shouldn't
But
be
you ain't never
physical
gonna
and
leave me out
emotional.
the-
But it should be
ain't gonna-
individual. When
But
you
what
come
about
across
women
the
that
board
don't
as
pull that
individual,
card?
But
Though?
what
That's
about
the
women that
issue.
don't pull that
The
card?
issue
yeah,
is
nigga
women
different.
who have basically proved themselves
pull that card
already
over and over
for the
again.
equality
So this
and
is what I'm
still
saying.
not being
And-
treated equally.
And this is my story. So you come in and you see everybody points to this female.
Yes.
And like I say, it's just men have a certain approach.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, either I have to be a female that the only way a man feels like, okay, I can work with her is if I'm a female who give you a play. I kiki, I flirt. Oh yeah. No, I'm telling you how you either get this or that.
I got
You either gotta be the female who kinda kiki and flirt and let you say what you want and just he. Or you can be the female who comes off as men say it all the time. She a bitch. She a bitch. You don't want to deal with her. She a bitch. Oh, DL, she a bitch. Stacey, she a bitch. You know why? Oh, she
Yeah, she ain't down for
I
all
work
that.
with
She got all
females.
that.
I
And
work with
gotta
all
be
that.
a
and
bitch
it's not-
just in person.
Right.
But I don't understand that because it's not everybody. It might be just y'all. Maybe just y'all and how y'all taking it and
Now,
stuff
don't
like
get me
that. I
wrong,
worked in different fields.
And see, I don't agree because
I
I
see
can.
female DJs, promoters, like I see it all the time.
This ain't even me. This is like for
I'm
other
talking
people.
about other people.
Yeah, I say all the time, I am very blessed as a woman, and not as a woman, a black woman, and not only that, a gay black woman.
You
It's
have
rare.
it,
I'm
and the
a
main thing
triple
is-
minority.
I know,
I'm
but
a lesbian, a black, and a female.
okay, question. Do females treat you different? Due to the fact when you step in to do everything and stuff, do you get treated just like all the other females? Or
What you
is it
mean?
because
Do
you're
they
a
treat you
gay?
different?
Because you're a gay.
No,
What you
no,
mean?
no,
I don't
no, no.
get-
Okay.
You,
Hold on, wait.
Oh, you talking about you?
Like-
Okay.
What you mean? Repeat that for me.
you Stacey only with me and her.
Yeah.
Due to the
So you
fact
say
that
because of her
because-
physical.
because her physical and stuff like
but they
that.
treat you
Do
different.
the women
Not hate
even
as much
treat
on
you
you
different?
because you're not an extra femme like whatever, and you're not
Do
like
the, you know
straight.
what I'm saying? Do
Like,
the women
they treat
when they
you
come to you
differently.
and stuff like that? Do they treat you different than if they'll come to her? Because they'll come to you and probably try to flirt or be nice or
do
I
this?
mean, it happens,
Because they
but
work with her.
it's hard for me to dictate the
Right.
difference because a woman can come and do that to me and she could be straight, and a woman can come and do that to me and be a lesbian,
But it doesn't
and I would
matter.
never know.
I know, but they
Yeah.
gonna
So
come and
I
do it
don't
to
know if
you.
it's a genuine thing that she's flirting, or
Right.
if you're flirting to get something. Now, don't get me
But the
wrong.
main
I
thing
know
is,
game. I can tell the
They
difference.
flirting, but
Right.
they come and flirt with you, but they ain't gonna go and flirt with her, huh?
I don't know. I have plenty of women.
Oh yeah, that happens
mean,
all the time. They'll
yeah.
approach me, because of the fact that we are a couple.
But if they didn't know y'all was a couple and you just
Yeah,
a
if they
female
didn't
and
know
they
y'all
know
was a
you,
couple.
you know what I'm saying, that you're gay, so yeah, I got better chance because she ain't trying to hear my shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't know that you gay or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't.
I'm sure.
Oh, so basically,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like a woman
With her,
trying
they
to
wouldn't
do
know.
the same thing to me as they would do to a man.
Basically, saying
Right.
like how men come to me and try to flirt or
Right,
whatever.
I get it now.
Right,
I get it now.
Right. Exactly.
Right, I get it
They
now.
still do.
Yeah.
Right,
Now, like I say,
exactly.
do I experience that? I really can't answer that because I'm not sure. Because, like I say, with the fact that I am a lesbian, if you are doing that to me, I don't know if it's genuine or you're
Right.
actually just doing it to get something. Because there's been times that I thought you doing it to get something and it was genuine. And it might have been times that I thought it was genuine and
And
you was
you
doing it
trying
to get something.
But they,
So I
they
don't
do
know.
it, and that's it.
I totally agree. That's why I say I don't know if women are really to blame because they definitely do that. I mean, at the end of the day, what Ronnie said it best: you got to use what you got to get what you want.
And
And
y'all
I think
do
we
it like
all-
it ain't nothing.
No, and I think we do it, and that's why I say I think women are to blame too, and that's why we say because we talked about this before we came, and we was like,
You know what? I got the perfect answer. If Eve didn't eat the apple, we wouldn't be in this shit
Oh,
right
there you
now.
go.
So,
No.
let's take it all the way back to the first.
no. The reason why I say this,
And if
is
you
because-
want to bring Eve in it, then let's say
Yeah.
this: if Adam was so perfect and could do it all by himself, God wouldn't have never made Eve.
Eve,
Exactly.
no, we was bored.
Exactly.
Y'all was-
If
y'all was
Adam had it
bored.
all figured
Let
out,
me tell you,
Eve wouldn't have been made.
Eve was made for sex only.
Oh my God.
Y'all, we talk about this at the barbershop. It'd be funny though, y'all. I'll tell y'all why. Let me tell you why. Because she didn't have to wash clothes because they was naked. She didn't have to go out and go cook or nothing because they wouldn't eat meat or anything like that, just fruit and stuff. She had to clean up the cave because there wasn't no furniture. So what was she there for?
I want to stay on topic. I ain't
Companionship.
shit. We not gonna go there. That's
Companionship,
a whole
friendship,
different
you
show.
can
I
talk
go-
somebody else.
That's a whole different.
So
show.
yeah, yo, don't try to make like
Bring me back next month. We gonna address that.
Yeah.
Address
No,
that.
no, no,
Yeah.
this is the thing
Yeah,
is,
because he got sex in the city.
I think we make it hard for ourselves sometimes too, because we've been programmed that you supposed to use your sex appeal to get what you want.
Yes.
And
Right.
it takes it's a lot to take a female to, you have to be a strong female to say, you know what, I'm not gonna use my sex and my looks to get where I want
Thank
to
you.
be.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I do think, as I say, men have a part in it. I think females do too. You know what I'm saying?
Just the bigger part is female.
Do you think the biggest part of female?
Yes.
I mean, I can't say it might be. I mean, I don't know. I don't deal with females like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that I do think that females have made it hard for women who really just want to get out here and get it.
True, it has.
You know what I'm
because
saying? Like I
men are so tired of females coming and they come for the wrong reason. Because like you said, men, we get approached all the time and it's always a woman wanting something from us and not trying, you know what I'm saying, using something
Yeah, I ain't got no charger.
and they not.
Yeah,
Yeah, right here.
A joint.
Yeah, you can use my stuff. But they using something, you know what I'm saying? They use it against us over and over again. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as we want to use it against y'all, oh, we're sexist. We're this, we're that.
I mean, it's so hard. Like I say, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
hard.
It's something that
Women
and-
did it.
No, I'm for real. It's something we deal with all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
respect all the men that I work with. You know, I appreciate different things that they've done because I have learned a lot from the people that
Most
I work
definitely.
with. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really hard to see sometimes when they do things. And I know y'all doing it just because I'm a female, but you don't even realize you're doing it because I'm a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest with you, it comes more, and I know a lot of people, so no one take this out of context because I don't know who may be listening. I know we work with, a bunch of people, but you receive it more from men who are actually not even on your level than you do from the men who is equal or above you. You know, and that's what makes it really worse. So that's how you know you really only have an issue with me because I am a woman. Because anything else that it comes to, you can't even touch me on it. But so what's your issue?
Is it?
The only issue you can have is because I'm a woman. So it's not like it's not always a guy that you want to try to get something from. It could be a guy that's trying to get something from you. And you just think I'm supposed to be just so lenient or so accepting because you're a man and it's coming from you, or because the fact that you may do work under me. I could be the person, I've seen it from people to write your check who pay you your cash. You still try them sometimes just because they're a woman. You have a hard time taking directions or following instructions. It could be in your job description. You can be then signed off. This is what I do every day at work. And because you're a woman who's a boss, call you out on something that you know you're supposed to be doing. Oh, she a bitch.
It's like
No, I'm a boss telling you what you're supposed to be
But
doing.
that's life. I think y'all taking it personally.
It is
And I think
personal.
y'all-
No, don't say that's personal.
No,
because
it's not personal. It's an
Yeah.
issue.
It's an issue. Don't say it's
I think
like
y'all,
saying-
but that's, I
Because
think y'all
I'm-
taking it.
I'm on the
No,
fence
that's
about it.
like you saying
Yeah.
because you're black, you're taking something
Yeah.
personal.
No.
It's not personal for me at
Racism is
all.
not
Let me
personal.
finish
Yeah.
my
It's an
sentence. So
issue.
you don't know what I was gonna say. After
Okay, but
that.
I'm just saying racism
I could say
is
you're
not.
taking it personal and you're right, but I
Okay.
don't know what
Well,
I'm saying.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna say
Women,
racism.
women, no, you women. No, they won't let me get in.
No.
I think, because all these, everything that y'all saying, it goes across the board. It's not just about being a woman. It's not just about being black. It's not just about being, you know what I'm saying, older people. I mean, because you older, I shouldn't have to listen. The younger people now questioning older people like, he don't know what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get all of these different things and stuff. And it's not about a woman, color, black, or whatever. It's about life and how human race is. We question things. We question things. We try the easy route before we try the good route. When we get shut down and shit, we don't like it, so we speak bad on the person and stuff like that. It goes all the way across the board. So it's not just a woman and a man thing, because it can be. This same topic is why. This same topic could be changed to why being black working in corporate America, they treat me different because I'm black and I'm the boss.
I mean, I was there though.
I know, but it's all this is. That's just human race. It's not about because it's not about men, women. It's not about black or white. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, height. It's just the human race and what we do.
I think we
It's
make
Our
still
it-
kids try our
It still
asses.
goes to ego.
It's still
Some men
Because you can take some of that out of the equation.
telling them what
And-
to do.
And then not only that, I
They
feel
don't.
that this is the reason why people accept stuff though,
That's
because
the
we
people.
all no, real talk though, because I see this all the time. We are so quick to say, well, that's just the way it is. That's what it is. Well, that's how it is, but it's not.
And yeah, we working on
accept
getting it better.
Yeah,
and it's getting
and
better.
let's talk about racism since you brought that up.
Oh,
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Because
I'm
you know,
racist as hell.
I don't mind saying how I feel.
I'm
You
not
know,
racist. I'm opposite of racist.
Yeah.
People get mad at me and stuff because I speak up. You know,
well, no, I think
I am not pro-black.
I'm not pro-black. Like
I am
that
not
either.
pro-black.
I'm not pro-black like that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just right and wrong kind of people.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
An opinion can be
And
confused
they
with
get
race.
mad.
People are
Get
confused,
mad at you,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
I'm on right
I'm
and wrong.
right, wrong,
and I'm
right.
usually on right side.
So, and I would say this as working in corporate America. I worked for Fox. I worked for W. I worked for major news stations. And when I became a manager, I used to come home and tell her all the time, man, I didn't know racism was so real.
Mm-hmm.
Not only me being young, but me being black and a
And a
female.
female, yeah.
I've had
But
people
I
that y'all
think-
watch TV every day. When I ask them to do something, try to buck me because I'm black.
Because maybe it's because you're black. And it wasn't so much because you're black. You're a woman.
And
Plus
young,
you're
too.
new.
So-
Plus
so
you're
that
young. You know what I'm
person
saying?
trying to tell
All
you
this
what-
stuff.
But it
Some
boils
young
down to,
person
like I said,
thinking
it
about-
boils down to though, take all of that out of the equation. I don't care about your personal opinion. At the end of the day, job description on a piece of paper, whatever you sign it, and that you know that this is something you should be doing. Why is it interpreted differently just because it's coming from me?
It's
Mhm.
not.
I don't
It's
care
just
if
that we're trying to get away with it. Human nature,
Yeah.
we gonna try to take a
So,
shortcut.
and you done went, literally, I done seen people go to my superior, and my superior tell you the same thing. Well,
Shut
she
the
Because
said,
she tried,
Right.
you played your
But it's
cards.
just
You
like,
still trying to do
Because
you
they
it.
don't want to take it from you.
and you know, this
You
is one
young
of the
and
ways-
you black and you a female.
And
I'm
this
not
is-
finna listen to her. Forget it. I'm
You
going
can
to
know
talk
the
to him.
rules, but
You know what I
still
mean?
break
Like,
them
I
just
just
because
don't
of
wanna
who it
listen.
came
I don't
from.
listen to her.
I don't want to listen to nobody new.
Nobody.
After I've been here for years.
Some of these places I worked
Yeah.
at 4-5 years.
I know, but you know what I'm saying?
I've earned
You-
this position. I'm not new.
Right.
I've
Like how
earned
you
my
young,
position.
You know, tell
I've
me what I'm
climbed that
supposed
ladder.
to do.
And not only that, like I say, why is
That
it
runs
an
across
issue?
the
Because
board,
I'm
'cause
telling you
black
what
men
you're
deal
supposed to be
with
doing.
that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
black
they
men,
do.
I mean, men deal with that. A lot of people,
Men
once
deal
they
with
go
that too.
into, once people get into that supervisory role, what they always say, they don't pay me enough for
Yeah,
this.
but people trip when you're
No,
young.
no,
Take
no.
black out of
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Take
Just
female out of
female,
it.
black, anybody. People do not
If
like
you young,
superiors.
If you young, trying to tell me what to do,
Yes.
I'm gonna take it a certain way. Like
People do not like the
Like, people were like,
superiors.
I got
Because when
kids
I
your
worked in
age.
the
How you
school
gonna tell me
district,
what to do?
it was always the administrators
they probably
versus
was
the
thinking
teachers.
like that. I got kids that your age. How I'm listening?
But sometimes you have to take it into consideration because just because your kid might be the same age as me,
Right, they
don't
don't have
mean your kid
experience.
done what I done done.
Thank you.
Don't mean your kid have learned what I've learned.
Thank
don't
you.
mean your kid have experienced what I've experienced. So you
Right.
have to take
And
all of
that's
that
why
into
I'm in this
consideration.
position.
Yes, right. Obviously, I'm in
I've
this
earned it.
position
This
to
is
be
my
able
job.
to tell you what
Right.
to do as a
So
kid.
listen,
They're gonna try
Like I
you
got
and then
to
you prove yourself and then they follow you.
But it's
Why I have to
hard.
prove myself?
And it's sad.
That will be the next question.
It's
Why?
sad.
That's the whole
Everybody
point.
has to
It's
prove
sad.
themselves
Why I gotta
It's
prove myself?
sad, but it happens.
because this is life. Y'all talking about life issues.
And life issues.
And life issues
are important.
But this is stuff people
it's
deal
stuff.
with every day when they
But
go home.
we getting better.
Yeah,
Because
when they get- when they go
we're
home.
only in our 20 years in this role. So a 20-year-old does things different than a 40-year-old. You see what I'm saying? Maybe when we're 40 years in this role, it's gonna be a whole lot less stress
Because I have
because
one
people
more
have
topic I
proved
want to discuss
themselves.
since we started
Yeah.
talking about this.
We got a whole 30,
Yeah, we
40 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got another topic.
So y'all understand, it's not a race thing. It's not a color thing. It's not, I mean, the same thing. Not a woman,
No,
not a thing.
no. It is.
It's
a race
just
thing.
that
It
it's
is a
just
color
about
thing.
you
No,
proving your way. No, it's just a
no.
human nature thing.
I done seen. Let me
It's a
tell
human
you.
nature thing.
Okay, let's take it to. Let's take away race. I done seen reporters.
Tell me that
Reporters
it's
that you
human
know.
nature.
No. Real talk. I done seen reporters and people that y'all know by face
Mhm.
who have been told, you know, you just too black to do that.
Shut the front door.
Right. Did they have a lot of white?
How you too black
Viewers?
to do that?
Because they streaming to a lot of white folks.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like
so,
the white.
So
that's-
racism. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That I don't go for that because I've seen it in the. You know, I've seen it literally. You know, you putting your Caucasian person at the top of the newscast because you feel like they should get the lead story. Like it's so
Yeah,
much
they
that
get
goes
these
into
stories,
that.
maybe because they have, you know what I'm saying? Maybe due to the fact that, like I said, I'm not pro-black. Maybe the
I'm
fact
not
that we have 100,000 Caucasian people looking and we only have
No, I see the
30,000.
numbers.
You know, I'm just saying, you know what I'm
No,
saying? We
that
got
ain't
all that to play
That
into
ain't
it.
it. That ain't
You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's
No.
we don't know what it is.
No.
The only
I mean,
person know why it is.
It all
I
goes
know
back
the
to
women,
just
the
picking
men,
who
the
you
age,
deserve.
and everything.
Who,
That's
Picking
who
who
you
you-
think deserve it just because of their skin color or because of their gender.
They feel that they
should
fit
not.
best
Yeah,
fit for
that
the role.
should not be.
Maybe they feel that it's just best
that
fit
shouldn't
for
play
the
a
role.
factor in this day and age. You know what I'm
love to
saying?
play the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
He does.
I didn't know you was gonna be on the fence like this. I want
Yeah.
a pump answer. I
Yeah.
don't want that on the fence.
But it may be just who they
You know what he
fit.
doing.
They fit who fit their role because black folks do it all the
I
time.
know you got the ladies or you had them because you got game.
Who got
You know
game?
how to spin it.
I love.
You turn your face to the right.
For some reason,
It's on the fourth floor.
my phone ain't charging for some reason. It's just stuck on 1%.
Bro.
No, it ain't broke. Don't say that.
Bro, my
Let me
phone
restart
charging.
it and see.
My phone charging. It's working because you got the thing.
You just wish
My
it so
phone
much
is
better on me.
broke. Maybe you know why? It's a male charger.
I know. It's a mail charger. You stupid. It ain't acting right. It's being
It's a male charger.
It's being biased.
Even the charger be tripping on them.
It's being biased.
I'm gonna be up here on days I ain't even supposed to be here just to talk shit in
Yeah,
the window.
that's fine. Hey, y'all, it is what it is. It's just human nature, y'all. And y'all want to make it about race. Y'all want to make it about,
But
you
it
know,
is about
age.
race.
No,
But
and it
it's
is
about
about
I think my
age.
topic
And it
got.
is
I think
about
my
being a
topic
woman.
got twisted because at the end of the
because
day,
it's human nature.
let's
what
be
it comes down
honest.
to.
We still didn't.
Y'all see-
We still didn't address
The fact.
the fact of what I said because, like I say,
It is.
and that's how it works though. Because the fact that we do experience this, they're gonna find a way to blame it on something else.
It's not so
oh,
much
because
blaming.
you're a woman. It's
It's not.
because
It's-
you're emotional. It's because you can't have the you don't have the physical part to do
Right.
it. It's because you're not
Right.
old enough to do it.
Right,
It's because
exactly. You're not
you ain't
old
done it.
enough.
You know, like
Right. You don't
but
have
it's
experience,
yeah.
but you do.
But it be because it's a woman.
I'm here because
I'm new to it. I
earned
trust
it.
where
If I
we
didn't have the resume,
we
why
trust
would I
what
be
we
here?
know.
Exactly.
We
So
trust
treat
what
me
we know.
accordingly.
You trust what you know.
And
So
just
the fact that you
women
don't know
are
me,
just
you don't have
yes.
the right to tell me what I can.
No,
and cannot do.
I know. We trust what y'all not gonna let me finish, you emotional women.
Dude.
It's like y'all need to understand.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all are
Yeah,
10
bro.
years, y'all 20 years in the game. 20 years in the game
Why do you
of a
say
game
that?
that's
Why
been
you
100
say that?
years. Because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's getting better.
You think 20
Let me
years? I wouldn't have
finish.
gave us
Let
that
me
long.
finish. Yeah, it's been 20
That's a
years
compliment.
since the war, and since women came out there and went to the workforce. So once they went to workforce, they didn't go straight to CEOs. They working their way to these different, you know what I'm saying, positions. That's the same reason why we haven't had a female president. Same reason we haven't had a black president. Yes,
We
y'all
have a
working
black
up
president.
to it.
You know
Man,
why we
how
don't have
long
a
it took
female
us to get a
president?
black
I'm gonna
president?
tell you why we don't have a female president. We don't have a female president because Z was a female. Trump would not have won. You have so many people that don't like Trump that didn't vote just because they refused to vote for a woman. There's a lot of people out there like that.
Not
You
ready
got
for
people
it.
who've been voting every year since they can vote, but they did not vote last year strictly because I don't want to vote for Trump, but I don't want to vote for a woman.
But that's
That's
we're
crazy.
It's not crazy. It's
Obviously,
everything.
Hillary has done enough to show. She wouldn't be in the running if she couldn't do it.
You give people more respect. Just like you gonna give.
But
Look,
she had like some
you gonna
bad
give.
blood on some stuff that she did. That
But
ain't
who
nothing to
don't?
on her.
Who don't?
Some
Yeah,
people
they
don't
all
believe
do.
in
Who
human
don't?
nature. That's
They
what's
all
wrong.
Yeah,
Too advanced.
Trump resume way worse than hers.
She don't even have a fucking resume.
It's
I'm
human
saying that when you want to talk
nature.
about
I'm
bad
saying he
stuff.
coming in
Y'all
clear,
fuss
like,
over
because he don't have a
stuff that's
resume. He has
human
no
nature.
experience in politics. He has zero nothing.
But he's a
They'd
man.
rather take a chance
Due
on
to the
somebody
fact
who
that
don't
he's
know
a man.
shit than somebody who got
But
a
that's
resume
human
full
nature.
as this
Things
fucking
are
thing.
things are human nature only because humans accept it and tolerate it.
Yes, and we're
And we
getting better.
shouldn't.
And we're
And you
getting
shouldn't.
better. We're getting better
I
though.
don't
she
think
it ain't
said
no-
she ain't tolerating.
The shit is not gonna happen overnight.
I don't think there's no
Yeah,
shit.
y'all
It's
getting
not human
further and
nature.
further
It's
and further.
what's been installed in you.
It's like when
It's
you
what
first start
accept, it's
doing
what
it, you know what I'm saying? It was
tolerate.
harder
That's
for
not
you the
human
first
nature.
time around.
They don't tolerate.
My phone
She
tripping.
charging.
It's a male
It's
plug, we
stuck.
found out.
Yeah, it
It's
don't
a
work.
male
It's a
plug.
male
It ain't
plug.
acting right.
It's
It's
discriminating.
being all biased and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a female one, it's cute.
Hey, shit. If it get the job done, that's all that matters.
You stupid, go get her.
If it get the job done, that's all that
I
matters.
got cute pink one in there.
I take that.
Yeah,
I'm in touch with my feminine side. I just look like this.
I'll get me started.
And guess what? That pink one apply to have my shit at 100%.
Cause it's a woman one, huh? It's
Yeah.
better.
This man charge ain't doing shit. I've been on 1% for 35 minutes.
The shit we go through here. Oh, Krista, you fine? Who said that? They on YouTube. They watching live on YouTube live.
Right now? They said it?
She ain't
Yeah,
got her
but see,
hair
you know,
done.
it's a little bit delay, so you know.
Oh, yeah, and they saw her. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how you get my jacket on.
But y'all getting better. And I give y'all what
No,
y'all
I
are.
agree.
And
I mean,
it's
at the end of the
still
day,
about trusting what you know.
I'm not.
It's not just about trust what you know. It's just like if you go somewhere and somebody say, "Hey, I got these Nike shoes and I got these Uber shoes." Uber shoes might be a whole lot better and stuff, and they look alike and stuff. Have you ever seen that picture when they had the what's the name ball shoes?
Yeah.
And they put the Nike sign on it, and they looked a whole lot.
Really?
And they put the X
Put the
sign, they
Nike
put
sign
Adidas
on
sign on it. It look a whole lot better.
Wow.
I mean, that's because we're transformed and brainstormed into thinking stuff like that.
Condition.
Actually matter. And that's the whole thing with what people get confused with. It ain't about quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality.
Yeah, we learning, and we learning that, huh?
We are.
See, and y'all getting better. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a female president in about 20 more years.
It ain't gonna be that long.
Oh,
We getting
that.
good.
Yeah, nah, We gotta get.
And we in our
I
black
know
girl
that
magic
is.
moment right now.
No, but
Because y'all don't have one
we
coming
in
up
our
in
black girl
2020.
magic moment.
You don't have
Look
one
at
in
that
right now.
2020.
not only that,
So
look
it's
at
gonna
the,
take 8 years after that.
look at the 2017
No, 16
census.
years.
The 2017 census report. Do you know who led for entrepreneurs? I'm talking to
We
him.
on live. We talking live.
But no, she's still live on this YouTube thing.
Oh,
I can always
I ain't
share
talking
the
about that.
YouTube link.
But look at the 2017 census report.
What happened?
Not only was women the number one for entrepreneurship, it
Yes.
was black women.
Yes,
For
we are.
2017,
Yes, all
there was
that.
more
And you know why?
black female business owners than entrepreneurs than any other entrepreneur.
Want me to tell you why too? I know the reason because I'm that smart. It's all them black hair companies selling.
I don't know what it is, but hey, it's a start.
But you know,
Everybody say they need to have their own
When
business.
have black women
That's
ever
good.
did anything on the census?
I'm just
Let me tell
playing.
you.
Look, she
No,
think-
no, no.
I'm sorry, Crystal. Look, she
No, no, no.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to hit you with
Like
some
my
facts,
mama
though.
and stuff.
No,
I'm
no, I'm about to
sorry.
hit with you some facts, though. The two leading black hair companies here in Houston.
Yeah,
were
Marcus.
nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus.
Yeah,
you
I know.
Warner, and then Bougie L.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, Mark, and Ken.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all men.
Yeah. But
Men
y'all
who
said.
saw opportunity and jumped on it.
Yeah.
Ain't
I
no
know
women
exactly.
in they. I think Marcus
I'm in the hair
do have
business
things-
too. You know, I'm a barber by trade.
But the
own
things you
barbershops
think
and
black
stuff.
women run ain't even what we running. Because like you said,
Y'all run it,
in the top hair
Y'all-
companies
y'all
here in
do
Houston
run
is
it.
ran by black men.
but it's also sold by, but your women are buying the wholesale and doing their own business with it too.
But they not.
It might not be
level
okay.
of it.
Yeah, because
Even you
Y'all-
talking about the wholesale. What are females at?
it's a lot. I know some females that just
I'm
sell
talking
hair.
about the big. I'm talking about the big corporations. I'm talking about the people that's
Yeah.
doing big.
It's not
Just
your
the Indian
business.
hair.
Yeah.
If you buying somebody else's product and selling
I
it,
know.
that's not your business. That's not your
Keenan.
product.
I know
That's a
all of
hustle.
them. Look, Mr. India.
Yeah.
Keenan.
I tell people all the time, it's
I
a
know
difference
all
between a
these
business and a
people.
hustle. They like to get it confused.
Uh-huh.
That's a confusion. That's not a business. That's a hustle. You're taking somebody else
It's a
hard-earned
business,
work
baby.
and making money off of it. That's a
It's
hustle.
still a business because they are making money and stuff. It's just not as profit as the rest of them stuff. But you can't kill their business and say it's just a hustle.
It is
They
a
bought it as a
hustle.
wholesale and they doing it because they
I
even because Keelan and Marcus and all of them niggas are still buying their wholesale and selling it. So are they really a business?
No, they're business.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
business,
is a
but you made
business.
yourself big enough to become that, though.
You can be business. Business don't have no size.
You're right. You're right. It don't have a size, but I do still think that there's a misconception between running a business and running a
You should
hustle.
feel that certain making
Yeah.
a certain amount of money is the difference in the business.
No, because you can have a business, and just because your business is not as profitable as someone else's business, don't mean it's not a business.
Yeah, but you the one said that they want a business because they not buying. They buying the wholesale and still making a profit at the time they sell it. So what makes them less than him? They doing the same thing, just profit numbers.
The
are-
numbers.
Yeah, because they just
You
have
said it yourself. Numbers don't lie. You said it yourself. All I'm doing,
Now he gonna
Yeah.
throw his
all I'm doing is I'm following your lead, Big Daddy. Hey, I'm following your lead, Big Daddy. Ain't what he says. Hey, numbers don't lie, Big Daddy. Numbers don't lie.
You're right.
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
You're right. And she just did that woman thing. You see what I'm saying? Use her when they get against
No,
the
I
fence.
had to
She
tone
even
it.
called me Big Daddy. What the Big Daddy was it?
I was toning it down
She
for
was
you.
toning it down.
Remember, I'm a triple minority.
Why?
I didn't want to step out of line
Yeah,
as
that
a
shit
woman
don't
and a
matter to me.
lesbian. I
I look at everybody. Hey,
I had to tone it
I
down.
don't know why I look at everybody individual. I don't give a damn if you're a
are.
man, female, or whatever. I don't
They
give a
are.
damn. I give
But we're not
everybody the
looked
same
at like
chance.
that, though.
That's why,
If everybody thought like you, we wouldn't even be sitting here.
I know
today.
it'd be less domestic
Thanks
violence.
for tuning in. We are back. This is Under the Influence on Texas 101 Jams. I am Eslyn.
This is your boy Go Getter.
This is the one and only MCDL.
And I'm your girl, Crystal.
All right, Crystal has a topic for us.
Come on, Crystal.
What is your topic,
Wants to
Crystal?
be a man, woman thing.
We forgot. I don't want to hear nothing else about no man.
No,
no, no,
get
no,
a man, woman.
Oh, you know what my topic was? So yesterday, shout out to Bougie Hair. They had a boss ladies brunch. And I was
Okay.
one of the speakers for the panel. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is when you do you think that basically, okay, when we were younger, and I don't know, Stacey, I want y'all to give y'all opinions too. When you were younger, were you told to go to school, get a degree, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a teacher? Oh, it's not working?
She gotta talk directly into the mic.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah, you
Okay,
right.
okay. So when you were younger, you were always told to go to school, be a doctor, be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, you know, they had the 9 to 5s, get a good job. Do you think it's harder for business people now, you know, to kind of venture out? You know what I'm saying? Do you think you get the same support? Because, you know what I'm saying, we were always programmed that you were supposed to take these steps.
No, times have
No,
changed.
time has
Times
changed. We have
changed.
evolved.
You don't need those degrees no more.
You see, that's the main thing. We
You
have
don't need
evolved.
degrees no
You don't need those.
You don't need those
You don't
degrees
need
no
them.
more.
I
You know
totally
what I'm
agree.
saying?
I'm a
We
have
college graduate.
evolved
Now,
before.
I only used it for a
Because
few
you
years.
gotta think about it.
degrees.
You gotta think about
Because
it. You don't
this
need
is a
because
social media
the internet
age.
has made everything easier.
Equal.
Because
Equal,
they put
level
us all
playing
together.
field.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't need a degree.
And that would
If
change
you are
it.
a specialist in whatever it is, like you can wake up and just start making fucking styrofoam cups and do shit.
If you learn how to
you
do
become a
it.
fucking millionaire just doing that
A
shit.
degree is
Everybody
only
like your
needed
shit.
now to provide a type of technical service. Like the only thing you need a degree for is actually like, you know, if you're trying to be a doctor or
Right.
something.
Yeah, you need that.
certification. Let
Right,
me check
you
that back.
need that.
A degree is only needed now for certification of something.
Right.
You know, but other than that, like I totally agree because I sat up there and bust my ass in college for 4 straight years, no breaks, no
Yeah.
nothing, and have a bachelor's degree. And I can honestly say, in my 35 years of life, you know, graduated at the age of 21. I'm 35 now. So how many years is that? What,
You're old.
14, 15 years? I've only actually used my degree, 4 years of my whole life.
See?
Everything
Yeah.
else has just been, and actually, and the crazy part is, I make more money doing what I do now than I
Right.
did at the job using my degree.
She make more money with her hustle than she did with her degree.
Right.
Like I said, hustle. That's
Yeah,
business.
and she's an entrepreneur. She got her own business.
Yes.
They have business
Yeah, good
together,
hustle.
and none of that took a degree.
No.
Hmm?
You know what I mean?
Due to the fact that
And
degree
it's
is not needed
successful.
no more because the
don't
degree
need
was
it.
needed because they was training you how to do stuff. Now you can self-taught. Everything is self-taught.
If you
Right.
got a drive,
You can get online
if you
and,
got
and
an
self-taught.
idea, anything is possible.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Go Get It.
Yeah, anything is possible now. You don't need a degree.
Yeah, so it's like I've
Don't
been
need
like I tell
anything.
people, I've been self-employed since 1999.
But did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to
Did you go
Texas Southern
You went
University.
to school.
I did. I have
Okay,
degrees too.
So this is
Mhm.
what
but I'm not
asking.
using.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a real question though,
Okay.
because I kind of differ on this subject because I feel like I did go to school, I did
Mhm.
get a degree,
Mhm.
and I do think that some of the stuff that I learned in college helped me
Mhm.
to. Oh no. I mean, now this is me. I do feel like some of the things that I learned at college helped me to get to where I am now.
But-
I might not be using it in the capacity that I
But you
thought I
got
was
some
gonna
life
be using.
skills.
But I
Yeah.
got life skills and I
Right.
got some stuff that I learned from college that I don't think if I had that foundation, it wouldn't help me be the businesswoman.
Well,
that I
that's
am
true
today.
too. Because
That's
some
true.
things that I learned, you know, getting certificates and degrees or whatever, it
Mhm.
helped me. It's helping
But-
me now because I can still like
you don't,
go back to it.
And
you don't
I
need
can
school for
refer
that though.
I can
You know what I'm
refer. I
You
can
don't need
refer to
school.
it.
That's my
It
thing
depends
is
on what it is.
you don't need school for that because school was teaching you of an individual thought. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. This is how I look at life, the world, everything. Everything started with an action from one person. For that school to be able to, that book was written about one person, that one person actions and what they was doing, and you learned. They, you know what I'm saying? When they taught you how to do something this way, they taught you because one person did it this way and it worked and everything like that.
I miss what happened before that.
Okay, but I just
But I was trying to say,
I
she's trying to say that going to school made her, you know what I'm saying? You go to school to learn
Well, she's
about
saying the
individual.
Knowledge, the experience and the knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even the struggle, whatever. It's a hustle. It's a struggle.
I'm sorry, I
You
agree
have
with
to
that.
be dedicated. You have to
Tell my kids that right now.
to get out the bed to even go and finish.
This thing don't get along.
Yeah. So I think going to school is definitely a hustle, like
It's-
literally.
I
You know what I'm
think
saying?
it's-
So that by itself,
For you to finish.
Yeah, we want you
Takes
to
time.
go get it.
In order for you to
Don't
finish,
you
it takes a lot.
discriminate. We gonna
Some
see
people
you
don't
too.
even finish.
Yeah, I mean, because I tell my kids that you need to go to school so you can learn how to deal with people.
I mean, yeah. it's
More than that,
important.
you learn how to deal with people because you know what I'm saying. You have to deal with all the people in the
Instructor.
dorms.
You have
You
to
got to
deal
deal
with
with
the
the
instructor.
instructors. You have to deal with the everyday
That's as far
life.
as I can go. It's a bar
man.
right here.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
I
bar.
like, I
I'm
see
stuck.
you was
Yeah, I mean,
automatic.
I think
stuck.
you know, it's
Oh,
just,
okay.
we can talk about different things.
Okay.
You know, it's just you know, and I try to you know, my whole thing is you know, I think you know, having your own ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I came from corporate America, and I saw that you know, you make all these different companies all this money,
Mhm.
and you getting not even 1% of it,
That's life.
man.
That's life.
So you realize that these same skills that you use to get up to go to work 9 to 5 every
You
day,
can do it for
you
yourself.
can use for yourself.
Yeah, but that's the main thing. A lot of people are not gonna do that work. We so
They not
sheeple.
self-met. Yeah, they sheeple.
They
They
sheeple.
not
A lot of people are not gonna do.
What that
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean? 'Cause
I
you
like
use-
that
you use
word,
that term
sheeple.
more than one time.
I can't believe
Tell
you
me-
used it because
sheeple.
I used to use
Yeah,
it.
he used it.
I
too.
got
So
some
tell me
words.
what
A
it-
sheeple
tell me what
as
that
in
mean.
what does sheep
It's
do?
sheep. Sheep
Sheep
gotta be
don't-
herded.
Herded. They
They
just
don't
follow
follow- they
one
follow
person. They
wherever
follow
you
the
go.
herd.
They
So it's
follow like a
easy.
little dog or something. Got to
I
tell the
know a
sheep.
It's
bunch
not
of
to
sheep.
go
individual. Sheep
We
don't
all
run,
know
don't
more
go out.
sheeple than
We
people.
don't. We do. We
Yeah.
know more
And
sheeple.
there's a lot of
Period.
sheeple.
So, yeah, people are sheeple. They
So-
need to be told when to go to work, when to do this, when to do whatever.
But you know what? I think that it all boils down to the way you raise too. I think we're in a new generation, a new different era to where children are actually being raised different. So
They
they,
are.
they interpret life different than
Totally.
what most people do.
They
you know,
do.
so that's why I don't think you have parents who are basically instilling the important things in life that are way more important than these things that you're learning from
Because to each-
society.
but what's important to you is not important to me.
Right.
So it just depends on what's important to that parent who
Yeah.
has those kids.
I see a lot of that. Like you know, a lot of people. I say it all the time with a new generation. Like it's like no morals. There's no
Zero.
morals. There's no
No,
loyalty.
no
a lot of people are
loyalty,
now
no
taught.
morals, no
you know,
fear.
hey, if you don't go get it, ain't nobody else gonna go get it for you.
Right.
So you're taught to just what anything necessary to go get it. Whether
No matter
I
who
gotta
you hurt or
befriend
whatever
you,
you gotta
step
do.
on you, use
Right.
you,
Show
whatever.
my ass, whatever
They're
it
taught
is,
to
I
be
gotta do it.
selfish.
Totally
and-
selfish.
Not knowing that you can actually progress so much further in life with a team.
What a
Mhm.
team.
You know, period.
Team is everything.
There's nobody that can do it by
By
themselves.
themselves.
Even Beyonce,
Well, I wanna
Jay-Z.
have
They
You don't think
cannot.
they have a team?
They have a team.
They have a team.
You have to have a team.
Beyonce is crowned like definitely the baddest in the nation right,
Right.
now. The baddest is
Period.
definitely
Yeah.
definitely the US.
Right.
But you think that she did that by herself?
No.
Do you think that Beyonce comes up with her own ideas and concepts? Do you think Beyonce dresses herself or come up with these outfits and these ideas of what she wears? Some of them probably, yeah, but
yeah, she
all of
probably
them
have a
no.
thought, but they
There
gotta
are
make
people,
it happen.
yeah, there are people outside of her that comes up with all these different things
Mhm.
around her
And she gotta
that
agree
makes
or
her that
disagree.
woman that she
Right.
is.
Mhm.
She ain't doing it alone.
But trust and believe, she was getting the
But
same
she
problem
lied,
that you
but she
guys are having.
delegated it all.
But she was getting the same problem you guys are having, or just any woman in general who is in power.
Yeah, most
I'm
definitely.
sure.
She made a whole song about it. You know,
Yeah.
with the lady who's like she has an accent while she's speaking. We're on that radio. I forgot
Yeah,
what
yeah,
song
yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
she's
yeah,
talking and she's
exactly.
like, women are taught
Right.
to be
Right,
the
to be,
inferior,
right,
you know,
exactly.
like
So
men.
she-
Da, 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 da.
right.
And that's
So
the truth.
it's the truth. Yeah.
It's sad, but It's true.
It's true. Man. Interesting. Where's our man? Where our man?
I know. Go get it where you at. We need.
Don't be leaving. It's
Like
get,
women in the barbershop in there.
women in barbershop.
He got to do the barbershop?
Come
it's
get
a
me.
woman in a barber
It's a
shop.
barbershop right here. He got a barbershop right there.
You
In
got
this
a
next room right there.
Oh, he's a true hustler.
He is. He got a barbershop
You a
right
hustler?
there. And a little.
He's a businessman.
He is.
He's a businessman.
So do you think? Oh, you already answered that. No problem. All right. So is that it for now?
Yeah.
Another
You want to talk about
subject?
any other topics?
What
You
you
want to
got
take a
for
break
us,
and come back
Stace?
with a subject?
Another subject.
Yeah, like go get ahead to go take two.
I know, right? You need to take that. Oh Lord. Yeah, he don't know. We'll be right back, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Under Influence.
You ain't got no subject?
Yeah.
You give us one. It's your turn.
Why women so emotional?
We're not on there right now.
I don't have
Well,
no
we
subject. I say my subjects for my 3 shows.
For
Well,
your
no.
shows. Yeah.
It's hard to come
Well,
up
you
with
can't give
something
us something. Give us one more, because we basically led the way. Give us something so we
Yeah,
can debate
these are
what you on.
last 15 minutes of the show.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something we talked about at the shop. We was talking about women.
Just as long as it's not Adam and Eve. Because
That's
that was throwing me off.
Hey, I know it's hard. Some things are hard for women to accept, honestly.
Okay,
People
there you
to accept. I can't think of nothing. What's some? Oh. Okay. I got one. It ain't gonna work like that. Because the echo and I'm gonna mess it up. We tried to.
Oh, okay.
What happened? Joining
She tried to
in?
join in live.
Yeah, it's an echo.
Because we try to do one camera
have to
going
go
this
over
way and
there.
then one camera going this way. It's gonna
Well,
be
somebody
echoing
just have
because
to
y'all
mute-
talking to
somebody
me.
gotta
Yeah,
mute their thing.
because-
Somebody gotta mute theirs.
Well, I don't want to mute mine. Then ain't gonna be able to hear.
No, you'll be able to hear it.
I don't
because
even know
Yeah,
what
you
you
be able to
did.
hear.
What you done done?
Because you're being shared
She
on
went-
one
she
thing.
went
Yeah, shit,
live.
one.
Oh well, yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, somebody just gotta mute theirs.
But y'all can always share it
And you
on
need to
Texas
switch
101
the camera
Jams,
around.
the
Okay,
YouTube.
It switched. Okay.
Why is hers black at the top, though?
Yours is too.
Whoever
Once
the
y'all
person
join
at the top.
the
You got your
person
Hers,
phone
it's
cover on,
yours.
so that's why that's yours.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There he is.
You gotta
That's
switch
your-
your thing around, the camera
My
around.
bad.
Switch your
Yeah.
camera around. You ain't got to
See,
take it out. Just move
you
your
This
gotta
why,
camera
switch
around.
this why we can't get equal pay. Moves like that. You ain't smart enough to
My bad. I'm up here struggling.
But you coming, you know, give you a couple more years and y'all involved through that.
Learn to carry your
Y'all
weight.
need to
Okay, there we
evolve.
go. Okay, then you have to go to your Instagram.
See, shit like that setting us back.
Evolve,
Send
y'all.
us back.
It's about
Okay, yeah,
evolving.
We
So what
on
clubs
together
y'all
now.
promote? I got a magazine getting ready to come out too.
We are
Oh, I think I hold mine up. What I do wrong?
no, we on Instagram. We not on Facebook. We on Instagram now.
Did I
So-
close
But it's still closed because it's full right here.
Yeah,
Yours
it's
is full.
closed.
Yeah, she closed it.
Go to your Instagram, ask to be, you know what I'm saying? Go to her page and
Yeah.
add to be in there and I'll click it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
together
hers.
right
Yeah.
there.
So just ask to join.
Ask to join live.
Where you at, Tim? Oh, it said right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it pop up,
No, just no. Hold on. Just wait. There you go. real quick.
she want equal pay over there.
Hey, we knew that.
Hey.
We don't be on social media
Let's
like
say-
that. I'm not a social media.
Okay. That's a request.
Oh, man. Yeah, people really comment on IG.
Should
though.
this shit share me? Yeah, go live with me.
There you go. We got it. Now. We're gonna be
man.
ready next time.
Yeah.
Y'all like.
It's coming live.
Yeah, you know this the little trial run.
Yeah, exactly.
Is my phone right, Crystal?
It's coming
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
There you
Now,
go.
one of y'all got to mute. So it's going to be an echo.
Yeah, my
You ready? That's an Instagram.
Yeah, we finna go. It wasn't.
Listen.
You need something to lean on? Lean mine on that.
We are
That's my
back.
echo.
This
It's
is
gonna be
Up the
echoing
Influence
anyway.
on
It's
Texas
not gonna work.
101 Jams. I am Eslyn.
This is your boy Go Getter.
And I'm the one and only MCDL.
And it's still gonna be echoing.
Got Crystal
It's
coming to the
through my
mic.
camera.
So, go get it. What's the topic?
The topic is it possible to love two people?
Is it possible to love two people?
Yes.
Yeah, my baby mama
definitely.
told me that she
I
was
agree.
in love, you know what I'm saying? She wanna come home.
No, wait, rephrase that. Because your first question was,
Two people.
I agree, yes. Is it possible to be in love with two people?
Mm-hmm.
Because you said it and then you said she was in love.
She's in comfort.
Yeah.
She know what daddy is.
I do think it's possible to love.
We
I
get
think it's
together.
possible
She
to
gotta
be
work
in
on
love
that.
with two people. No.
I think you can be in love with two people nowadays because
In
people are
love?
so greedy. You know what I'm saying? People are greedy and stuff, and life makes
So basically, you're in love with them for reasons.
Yeah.
Because I can build a hell of a woman
Yeah.
if I can take a little bit out of my life. I could build a hell of a woman. She could be
Okay.
the president. Y'all could be your first black president if y'all be big from our vibe.
Okay.
Like, you be a female president.
I've kind of been in a situation like that before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect subject for you. Come
Yes.
on, come on, Miss Crystal.
Yeah. So can you be in love with two people? I think you can be in love. I think you can have love for two people. Per se, I don't think you are in love with both of them. but I think you can love certain things about two people at the same time. And I think that's where the issue with the need comes in. Because you end up, when you're dealing with more than one person, you start picking what you need in each person.
You do.
Yes.
You do.
So, it's like, oh, this person gives me this.
Right.
But then you give me this.
Right.
So I love both of y'all
Right.
for what y'all do for me.
True indeed.
The greed.
Yeah. That's the greed. That's
It
the
is
greed.
greed, yeah.
Mhm.
But I also will say that at the end of the day, one of those people you can't live without. You know what I'm saying? The other one of them is just a need. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The other person
It's
is
like
somebody.
they filling a void.
They
The other
filling a
person's
void.
filling a void.
The other person is someone you probably really can't live without. And so that's when you come to the situation where you have these love triangles or, these situations. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Situationships. You know what I'm saying? I love those situationships.
Yeah.
So I think that at one point you just have to decide if I really want to just commit myself to this one person and then work on the problems, or do I want to be selfish and just
be
use
greedy
this
and
other
just
person?
have both
Yeah.
of them, because they both supplying all my needs.
And it does not last long. So
It doesn't, because you're gonna
eventually
get
it will
caught.
it
Yeah.
will come to a head.
Exactly.
So you just have to be honest with yourself and decide if this is something you want to do, and you keep entertaining or not. But I don't think you can be in love with two people. I definitely think you can have love
Love
for two
for
people.
two people.
Yes, I think you can care about two people very strongly at the same time. But do I think you could be in love with two people? No.
Totally agree.
So your baby mama did what? She trying to come back?
We talking about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I you know what I'm saying, it's been over a year. We've been separated and stuff like that, and we see that we still got feelings for each other to a certain point. And you know what I'm saying, she's my baby mama, I love her, you know what I'm saying, she's a good person and stuff like that. It's just that she wasn't ready to step up. And I understand. I always knew why and everything, but I couldn't put up with it. She wasn't ready to step up
So
to the
she coming
plate.
back?
She want to.
She just want to be in that
So
high rise.
the reason
She just want to be in that high rise.
so the reason for the
That's
breakup
it.
was lack of her
Yes.
execution.
Yes.
Has she admitted and accepted
Yes,
her
she
faults
has.
in her lacking
Yes,
of
she knows she
execution of a
failed.
woman?
She didn't want to step up.
Okay, so the question is do you love her, or are you in love with her enough to accept her back now that she's fixed those
No.
things?
Not right now, because I got to see that those things are fixed and not just taped.
okay. You
Not
wanna
just taped together.
Right,
you know what I'm
okay, I
saying?
got you, I got
Right.
you.
Until another situation come and everything like that. Because the only thing good is, look, I'm 46 years old. We are 21 years apart.
Okay.
She was coming straight from, you know what I'm saying? I caught her straight off the line. You know what I'm saying like that. It wasn't expected for us to be in a relationship. It was just a friendship that grew into something and everything. And we was together for 2.5 years and we had a
that
child.
actually shook your heart a
And
little
you know what I'm
bit.
saying? And we
Yeah.
enjoy ourselves around each other and stuff like that. So it's not like I don't like her. I don't like the decisions you was making. So
Well, most
I need
people
to
you love,
move
you
away.
don't like them.
No, I like
That's
her.
the truth.
But
You really
I
don't.
like her. I just didn't
But
like
the
the
people
decisions.
you love, you
Yeah.
don't like them.
Yeah, well, I'm
At
lucky
times
enough
you
to love
can't
and like
stand
her.
hands.
Yeah, like I love Crystal to death,
Yeah.
but I don't like her.
Right. It'll be like that. Like
It
for
do,
real.
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most
Well,
people
I'm
that-
different.
Right.
I'm lucky
That's
enough
why
to
I
have
love
someone
you
I
so
love
much.
and like.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
because they have the ways and you like,
Just to go back and see this, I'm like,
yeah.
Hey, my daddy always taught me me.
Mm.
I said it, I can
Okay.
repeat it.
So
But I love her
Yeah.
more than I dislike her.
True
So-
indeed.
you don't always like her, but you always love
Of
her.
course.
Yeah.
It's nobody you gonna always like.
like.
People gonna always do
Exactly.
something to rub
Always
you the
like
same way. And the more time you spend with them, the more involved in your life, the more opportunities they have to do it.
Mhm.
So it's
That's
going to
true.
be the person that you spend the most time with is usually the
She's here.
person that you like the least. Because I have time and opportunity to see all the things about you that I don't like.
Right.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
We just talking, baby.
Just talking.
Are you talking?
You got to rewind the show.
Listen over here and catch me up on this conversation.
Mhm. So what all do y'all do again? Y'all promote which clubs and everything?
So basically, just a little
I gotta
background.
plug
'cause-
yourselves for the people
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. What your
So basically, a little
Instagrams?
background about us. Well, I'm gonna start with me. I grew up here in Houston. I went to TCU, Texas Christian University, go Horned Frogs. After I graduated, I always said I wanted to work in news news. That's why I went to school for radio, TV, film. My minor was PR. So I ended up working in news as soon as I graduated. Worked in news for almost 10 to 11 years. I was a manager at Fox, you know what I'm saying? And then things changed up and ended up, you know what I'm saying, leaving the news industry and opening my own business, which we've been, you know, going very good for the last almost 4 years now. So the name of the company is House of Sessions. We do PR, we do marketing, we do branding.
And you got DL events and promotions.
And we got DL events and promotion. I won't let you talk about that.
You can talk about it, baby.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
cool.
So we have two companies. We do DL events and promotions, which is more on the side of the promotions, events, planning, the weddings, you know, all that good stuff. And then, of course, House of the Sessions, we work more on the PR, marketing, and branding. So some of our clients is Live Oak Lounge and Grill. That's a very popular spot. We've been with them since before they opened. You know, I'm the director of operations over there. DL is our, you know, one of our main MCs.
Where's Live Oak at?
Right off of Sophomore.
2533 South.
Oh, I met y'all
It's
door
actually
guy.
the old Sugar
really?
Hill.
How you look? Bright gold too?
Oh no,
That's
Yak.
Yak. That's
Hey,
Yak.
shout out to Yak.
He
That's
comes to
another
the barber
Yak.
shop. He been trying to get me to come up there. He comes to the barber shop to get a haircut.
That's
by me.
Yak.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
Yak.
you
He's
gotta,
head
you
of
gotta
security
make
up
sure,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yak
Yeah.
is
He
head of
like, come on
security.
up there. Just chill
I'm gonna have
out
to,
with
we
me
gonna
and
have to
stuff.
tell him. We gotta tell
Small
him.
world.
Yeah.
6 man.
You know, I also do restaurant consulting. That's really my passion. So, you know, I've had, you know, I used to work with David Street, then I closed though. But you know, I worked with Kitchen 713. We've had a lot of this really good
Had
clients.
turkey leg cut for a
Turkey
minute.
leg cut for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we work with all kind of people.
Musclehead Gym
Muscle
right now
Heads, I work
currently.
with them. Yeah, Houston Muscle Heads. They're a new gym ran by HPD officers.
Yeah, black owned and operated by
Black-owned and
all
operated.
HPD officers. Some current, some retired.
Yeah, and the reason why I started my business though, because I wanted to, you know, working in news, I used to see our race was so underrepresented. I would always see people come in, and my job as a assignment manager was I was the person who kind of looked through the, you know what I'm saying, I pitched the news stories. I was the one who came up with the stories every day that you see on TV. And I would, you know what I'm saying, the reporters pitch stories, but the assignment desk is really the ones who
You
come up with
get
most
thousands
of
of
the
it,
content.
but they determine on what's
Yeah.
important enough or who's important enough to actually publicize it.
And as African Americans, I just seen that we were so underrepresented. You know what I'm saying? You know, these other places and businesses, they have PR, they have publicists, they have people who actually literally just work on promoting their companies and making sure that they're these huge entities. As African Americans, we don't really know about that. You know what I'm saying? We open a business and we just try to do it word of mouth.
We know about it, but our pockets are not there to
Well,
be able
then-
to pay for it and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
True.
So that's
That's
why I
true.
started my company. You know what I'm saying? The company that we work, you know, our company. And that's why we started, basically to help people who couldn't afford those high cost services and to teach them how to start a business and actually
And
go all the
actually,
way.
some people
from-
do have the money to do it.
They
They're just
don't know what they're doing.
knowledgeable about where to put the money to make it happen.
Right.
And that's
Get
why,
more-
you know
to
what
get
I'm
more
saying?
bang for their
And
buck.
that's the same reason I came up with Urban Houston Magazine. It's a plug and stuff. Now I'm getting ready to publish my own magazine. And basically the magazine is gonna have everything that's going on around Houston Black. All the
And I
different
think
black
that's awesome.
businesses, all the different, like, where do you want to go and find a black detail shop?
Yeah.
Where do you go to find a black, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you should. I
pharmacy?
mean, at the end of the day, I like to try to keep myself informed and educated on a lot of stuff. It's no secret that black people are the number one consumers in America. And that goes for every brand, every label, whatever they think we consume. We're the one who
We
keep
are.
people in
In
the business
business.
of business.
True.
Whether they business is white, black, or whatever. Look at all these labels and stuff that they wear from people who are overseas and from other countries that we never heard of. But they
Right.
move their product to America, and
Right.
black people just buy it up. So it's confusing to me how black people lead as number one as consumers, but we lack in our own self and our own businesses. We spend so much money with the
Take care
Asians.
of other
Keep
Because
getting your hair
there we
done, your
go.
nails done, your hair. You spend so much money with the Arabs going to their clubs and,
Because once
and they
they-
hookah play. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like always, once a black person take one monkey to mess up the show. You know what I'm saying? Once we start supporting our black businesses, we just trickle down since slavery. That's all. We just still got
Nah,
the
I
race
do agree
thing,
with
the
you.
color
You do
thing.
have a point on
and
that.
everything
That's
like
something
that.
we
Yeah, you
have
do
a
have a point.
conversation about all the time. You know, there is the thing where, And I hate this because it's what I do for a living. I come in and my job is not to tell you what you want to hear. Our job is to tell you what you need to hear. And see, a lot of black people, they don't want to hear what they need to hear. They want someone to tell, you know what I'm saying?
Sugarcoat it.
Yes.
Hold their hand.
Hold their hand.
Spoon feed them.
Or they surround themselves with people
People who
that's
do
less
that for
than, that make them think they're more
They
than.
surround
Yeah,
themselves with
around
Yes,
yes
you
people.
made it just because
Yes, sir. Yeah, boss. Yeah,
It's
okay.
more about this, about longevity.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? I really, you know what I'm saying? I harp on that because you're right. A lot of our black businesses do not run their businesses the way they should.
They don't.
And that's why we don't have the longevity that we should.
Or the support.
Yes, or the support.
Yes.
Because, when our people do come support us, we don't give them the service.
We do not.
We don't give them what they pay for. You know what I'm saying?
We don't
We try to
appreciate
cut
their little black
corners,
dollars.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Right.
You know,
We
we
buy-
don't appreciate. I always tell my customers, I don't care if you spend $0 in here. She know. I pride myself on that. We pride ourselves on that as a company.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no great value around here.
Yeah, no, real talk. No, and people who know us, you know how we roll. Like literally, you don't have to come in. As long as you walk through them doors, you're gonna be treated a certain way.
Right. And you've been to events that, have been very major, big things that a lot of
Right.
people don't even know we've done. Like, just
Right.
being honest with you, it's so much that we do, behind closed doors that we can't even remember what we keep up with. But the stuff that you've been to,
Yeah.
we're going to provide a great service, regardless
Right.
if they done spent $100 with us or $10,000 with us.
Right.
We're going to get you what you pay for. And a lot of
Right.
people, they just feel like, the point of a business is to just get people here or to make people buy it. But just because I was here and I bought it don't mean I'm coming back and I'm going to buy it again.
Thank you. They will not.
And that's
Or
what
not.
has to keep you going.
Right.
People, they don't concentrate on quality no more.
Right.
It's all about quantity. It's like
Right.
people would prefer to sit up there and make $100,000 in 1 year as opposed to making $25,000 for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
got that one little year.
Right,
that
you want to,
little money.
you
That's
just
it.
want to make a
1 year.
lick and think that it
1
add
year.
up.
Right.
But no,
But that's how
I'd
it
rather
is.
make
Gotta find
25,000 for the
another
next
hustle
20 years
to
than
make
100,000 in 1 year.
100,000.
Yeah,
Ugh, that's stressful.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
yeah. And then another thing that I think, with our people is like, you always want something for the low.
Yeah.
I could be selling something.
Hook me up.
Yeah, I could be selling the same product as this Asian or this Arab or this white person or whoever, and you gonna go in there and because you want it, you gonna walk to their register and pay whatever ring up.
Full
But
price.
because
Yeah,
it's me,
They
you
don't
want to
get
try
that
to do
discount on that
something.
Gucci and that,
Yeah.
that
Right.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
They're not even asking for
But
it.
on me, it's like, well, how if I
Right.
buy this much, how much, or what you
Right.
gonna look out for just
Right.
because we the same color?
Right.
I do.
You know,
I hook people up. You come
I mean,
to my
we do
barber
too.
shop and you tell me I give you $10 for the haircut. I cut it for $10.
I mean, but
I'm
you
give
do
your
it all
ass
the
$10 worth.
but you gonna do it all the time.
Nah, I fuck them
So
up.
you gonna give them a $10 haircut?
I give a $10 haircut.
Because
And they go like,
you get
what
what you pay
back?
for.
I edge their ass up and won't edge up the other side.
Oh, no, don't
And
say
then
that.
tell your ass, hey, that's a
You get what you
$15
pay
cut.
for.
When
I
you
mean,
edge up like
Prime
that,
example with the business
I
that
give
we
people
in.
the hell.
You could do something. We've done stuff for people to where basically, somebody might come to an event that you've done and they were so impressed and they loved it from the beginning to the end. And then they like, oh, you were so great. That was so awesome. I want you to do my next event. And then when we do your event, your budget is much lower. You came to something that $5,000 may have been spent on and you loved it. And you want us
Right.
to come do the same thing for you for
No.
$1,000.
No.
That ain't how it works.
No.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all.
That's just
But that's what they
Right.
expect. But then you're mad. Well, that ain't what it looked like on this, and that ain't what woot the woot the
Well,
woot.
they
Well, guess
spent
what?
this
That
much.
ain't what
They
you
had a
paid
budget.
for what they paid. You know what I'm
you
saying?
saw was a budget of X, Y, and Z.
Right, and it's like they have a hard time understanding that. It's like, they always want us to discount each other, but you don't go asking for discount from the others. So I don't know. But I've
Well,
always agreed with that. That's
But
been
tell
going on for a long
everybody
time.
your information so they'll know, because we're like 5 minutes over. So
Okay.
let
My-
everybody know.
Hey, my stuff is real basic. I'm a down to earth country little girl, born in Louisiana, halfway raised between Louisiana and Texas. Tell people all the time, Louisiana made me, the streets of Texas raised me. Not from Houston. I'm a country girl, born in Sulphur. All my people from DeRidder. Sulphur girl, right outside Lake Charles. All my people from DeRidder, moved to Texas from DeQuincy. I'm a college graduate from McNeese State University, Lake Charles. You know, got my bachelor's degree in public health. Doing a lot of different things, just, you know, working and hustling and taking what I've learned from other people, just being patient and stuff like that. Like, you know, with me starting as an MC, that ain't even something I was interested in. I got a phone call from, at the time, a random stranger that was opening up a new club and was like, you know, well, based off your, you know, this is before Instagram. I think maybe Black Planet was just getting started and all that. You know, based off your popularity and this and that there, I think you'll be a good face to come in and get this started. And, you know, didn't want to do it, but like, hey, you know, why not? If they believe in me, why won't I believe in myself?
Right.
Tried it, you know, and it just took off from there. And over the years, I just took everything that I could learn from everybody, whether they was a DJ, a MC, a club owner, all of that. And literally, I basically put it into myself, and that's what I do now. And, you know, I've worked in corporate office. I was at Kelsey Sebo for like 4 years. You know, I've done the home health agencies, all that other stuff. But when I started realizing that, just being honest, I was making more money on the side things that I was doing than I was in my regular job. I was like, well, if I can actually leave my job and go full time into this, you know, I can make it prosper into something. And since then we have, you know, Crystal wound up leaving her job. You know, we held it together, and it's a personal decision we made. And we started House of Obsessions. Then, you know, we started DL Events and Promotions, and everything started going. That's when I left my job about a year ago. And here it is. We still lined up with all kind of different clients, still doing all kind of different events. And, you know, now to the point to where we are actually building our own business, which is DAX, like I say, which is coming soon. So we just got our spoon in a lot of different pots, just trying to make it do what we do and looking out for our people, you know, in the process, because you never know what somebody can do for you, regardless of who they are, what they are, where they are, because you have a lot of people with great ideas and great concepts, but they might not have that person to get that out there for them, or they might not have, they have the idea, but they don't have the money, you know.
Right.
So we trying a lot of different things, you know, from business owners to investment, and just, you know, trying to do what we do and then help our people in the process. Like most of our clients that we work with are Black, you know, and like I said, that's from professional to the ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We work with Black people, but we're not gonna try to play you on services or with money, because it's not what that is, not what it's about. Because like I told you, I've learned the hard way that you can do so much for each other and make so much money if we work together, as opposed to just trying to do something real fast.
Right.
You know, so that's just basically what we're trying to instill and just keep it going.
All right. Well, we're gonna have you back.
And I appreciate
Y'all make sure y'all
y'all
tune in
schedules.
tomorrow to the mic check. The mic check will be on tomorrow from
Mic
4
check
to
is
6.
Tuesday?
Yeah, that's when I do the artists send their music in, and I get to tell them if it sucked or if I like it or whatever.
Elf if it's
They really get mad at me too.
Elf.
Well, let me
Because you be giving people Elf and stuff.
I give them an elf, mean
You
fucking
doing
suck.
the
Yeah.
ratings and
I do
stuff.
the rate. We listen. My check is where people from all over the nation send their music in, and we play live on the internet. We go live with YouTube. We go live with Facebook. We go live with Instagram.
Right.
I mean, everybody get to judge it. If it's good, it says we give it an A. That means I'll buy it right now.
Right.
If it's B, it's good for radio. It's ready for radio. So start pushing it towards the radio and stuff. C is it's cool, but I wouldn't jam it. D mean
I'ma check
don't
it out.
quit your day job. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got
And
two
Elf
into
is,
Wednesday.
a
He got
fucking
Sex in
sick.
the City Wednesdays.
What's that? What is that?
Sex and the City Wednesday is
That-
me
that
and
show.
3 other people, and we talk about sex, love, and relationships. And every topic is about sex, love, and
I need
relationships,
to
from
come
the
for
female version, from the male version.
Yeah.
And
the two
we be
ladies
having
on
fun.
there, the two
Go check it
girls
out
he
on
got
Instagram.
there.
I mean, you can go check it out right now.
They a mess.
Yeah, go check it out on
Yes.
YouTube when you go look
Yeah.
for this and stuff. We got all of them. You know what I'm saying? So we got this. We going on our 7th episode
Okay.
Wednesday.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much for having us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
we
Yeah.
appreciate
for
it.
bringing us
Definitely
in.
enjoy it.
Definitely enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Love, you know, anything that's giving people a platform. You know what I'm saying? We gotta support.